path of a righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger for those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. When I'm sad, I be dreaming about 100 racks. I'm paper chasing, ain't no faking where them hundreds at. Said I'm gon' get it on the bad day, I know that's a fact. It ain't enough, so sure enough, no, we gon' run it back. It's a little hoodlum, but I always been a classy act. If it ain't paying, then what's the point in laughing back? We move in silence, peace or violence, if it's that, it's that. Easy E and my boy Harlow got me sporting black on black. There I go, switching the flow of things like I control the scene. I hit my shoulder lean, they used to skip me and now they notice me. If you want my undivided, then you pay the open fee. Check the debt, I showed respect and now I feel it's owed to me. We bout action, I ain't known to speak, just putting over tea. I got a dream that my babies know respect the old of me. That's the difference being a king with just the look, we know the sheep. Life's a game to these cowards, when we see them you know it's beef. When I'm sad, I be dreaming about 100 racks. I'm paper chasing, ain't no faking where them hundreds at. Said I'm gon' get it on the bad day, I know that's a fact. It ain't enough, so sure enough, no, we gon' run it, run it, run it. When I'm sad, I be dreaming about 100 racks. I'm paper chasing, ain't no faking where them hundreds at. Said I'm gon' get it on the bad day, I know that's a fact. It ain't enough, so sure enough, no, we gon' run it, run it, run it back.
I don't care if you're on your deathbed and you're dying and it hurts and anything, you have to promise yourself before you get there that you are not going to go home a loser. I would rather die than acknowledge to myself that I'm that loser. There is nothing that I won't do. There's nothing that I won't do.
Boy, I gotta work. I'm my grizzly from the first. I'm the truest, watch me prove it. Boy, I do this till it hurts. Boy, I gotta work. Yeah. Said I gotta work. You don't got this in your soul. Yeah, you better search. Yeah, work. Said I gotta work. Grizzly boy, back to work. Man, I got it from the dirt. Yeah, work. Boy, I gotta work. You don't got this in your soul. Yeah, you better search. Yeah. I've been prepping all week. I can see it in my sleep. Out here stepping as a legend. See these roads ain't for the weak. Yeah. If you saw how I see it, you would see it in Everest Peak. That's the goal for me to climb every time I go compete. And it's never out of reach. I don't need some dumb speech. I got me and that's enough. Trust your boy's a fucking beast. Boy, sow it till it reaps. You better dig deep. Cause if you don't, the past goes to out the fucking eat. What was then is it now. You can see I made a vow. It's gonna take everything. You can hear the place pound. We built it from the ground. Want a monster, hear the sound. Yeah. Want a monster, here's the sound. Yeah. I'ma roll into the front. I'm the first to show up and the last to take my cuts. Oppenheimer blowing up. Let's go. You ain't here to work. Nah, blood, sweat, and tears a must if you plan to overcome. I gotta work. I'm my grizzly from the first. I'm the truest, watch me prove it. Boy, I do this till it hurts. Boy, I gotta work. Yeah. Said I gotta work. You don't got this in your soul. Yeah, you better search. Yeah, work. Said I gotta work. Grizzly boy, back to work. Man, I got it from the dirt. Yeah, work. Boy, I gotta work. You don't got this in your soul. Yeah, you better search. Yeah. You think I want the limelight? You're reaching for a soundbite. We're reaching, teaching crowds that work is how to shine bright. I shed pounds and lift thousands. Sit down when we round. The beat now's a heat count on how cows can be silent. Riding in this bitch, I'm the type to see and lift. Got my team out, we don't stop until we see over the cliff. This a movement that is proven to be rocking. See, we rocking when the rollers in a pitch. Now we locked and try and stop us if you quick. And we caught you, now we're bopping with the drop. Tell me something I don't know. Working till my soul pops. I don't stop. Those minutes mean nothing on the clock. Grand entrance, grand closing. I'ma fold them in a box. Tell them all to go to church. You want it now, we want it worse. Yeah. On our shield and it works. I don't play. This is me on my grizzly. See, I'm winning till the hearse drops. Come and visit triple digits out here doing work. I'm my grizzly grizzly from the first. I'm the truest, watch me prove it. Boy, I do this till it hurts. Boy, I gotta work. Yeah. Said I gotta work. Yeah. You don't got this in your soul. Yeah, you better search. Yeah, work. Said I gotta work. Grizzly boy, back to work. Man, I got it from the dirt. Yeah, work. Boy, I gotta work. You don't got this in your soul. Yeah, you better search.
And it's gonna take all of you. It's gonna take every ounce of your being, everything you've got. And if you give it any less than everything you totally got, and you're not totally spent, you're not doing enough. And somehow, by some act of God, it has to be everything within you has to be able to go to the exercise you're doing and demand it.
Don't forget, they praying but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the money's what we never turning down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget, never forget. We're doing better now, the new endeavors now. The only number that I need is to my bank account. Don't forget, they praying but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget. Worked her up to that scene broken. Stay scheming, we been working in deep waters, it gets murky. I G got these holsters, full double taps like bat attack, tail whipping and all of that. Need a black like battle cat, buy an ounce, roll half of that. Man, drive after drive. If the label wanna sit down, gotta pull up with the knots. I ain't giving out no discount, gotta get it while it's hot. They finna fly, go be the top. It's the duo with the rock. We don't stick to routine, 100% we've been handling things. Get to the bag any means, sicker than COVID and bitch, I don't need a vaccine. Yeah, black line, we killing shit, they cadavers. Can't no one do what we do, I got more bars than a tavern. They try to copy the gap. They praying but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the money's what we never turning down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget, never forget. We're doing better now, the new endeavors now. The only number that I need is to my bank account. Forget, they praying but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town.
Fuck you forever, I'm doing better, I'm on a new endeavors, bullet shoot through your sweater, hit her with two Berettas, might give a loop for pleasure, we done been through some pressure, I can get too aggressive, it got no class, it's a new semester, I'm the new professor, school in session, shooting weapons, like it get too depressing, might need some new direction, if I run up in, I might use protection, I spray up your ass stick, might pay for the casket, I piss in your ashes, bitches and headaches, go get me your aspirin, bitches be nagging, I'm an assassin, we get the clashing, you ain't not lasting, niggas be capping, I am the captain, off of this head, my niggas go clap them, yeah. Fuck the small talk, nigga, cut the check and let the wolves eat like with a supper red. And if it's disrespect, my niggas cut your neck like
They praying but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the money's what we never turning down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget, never forget. We're doing better now, the new endeavors now. The only number that I need is to my bank account. Forget, they praying but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget.
Put an elevator in and renovate. I burn the building down just to celebrate. And I be pulling up, but it's hella late. Like, everybody wanna talk right now, and everybody wanna walk right now. And you ain't plugged the plug in with the outlet. Shot team, the dream and barely out yet. I be living for the vibe right now, and I ain't here for the lies right now. 3 a.m. in the stew with the sauce, yeah. Can't take the dub before the loss, yeah. Been around, but I'm low-key. Hit a last, but I'm Kobe. All I ever do is lane change. I do the boot to battles in this gang. Like I'm here to last. Took took a leap of faith. Shorty bag, can I see the safe? All I know is blow it to the face. Let it sing, I feel like Kevin Gates. Fat boy, I always clean the plate. Thinking benching when I'm talking weight. Toby told me time to elevate. Let's go. Let's go.
I ain't here to stay, I'm here to last. They been too concerned about my past. My program leveled up, they hope I crash. They hate my rap, but they on my dad. Elevate, run it up, elevate, run it up, elevate, run it up, elevate, elevate, run it up, elevate, run it up, elevate, run it up, elevate, elevate, run it up, elevate. I ain't here to stay, I'm here to last. Elevate, run it up, elevate, I ain't here to stay, I'm here to last.
Elevate, nigga, elevate. I'm self-made, feeling hella great. And my neighbors think I'm selling weight. House big, car foreign, time to celebrate. What the fuck you mean? I do this for my fucking team. It was a fucking dream and now my life's a fucking meme. We talking life goals, my flow is ice cold. Nice clothes, I chose the right road, yeah I know. Been on my grind since I was young as hell. Jesse Owens run it well. 40 Glock, double shells in case a little trouble swells. Busters better keep it cool, don't talk unless I speak to you. We tryna elevate, nigga.
I ain't here to stay, I'm here to last. They been too concerned about my past. My program leveled up, they hope I crash. They hate my rap, but they on my dad. Elevate, run it up, elevate, run it up, elevate, run it up, elevate, elevate, run it up, elevate, run it up, elevate, run it up, elevate, elevate, run it up, elevate. I ain't here to stay, I'm here to last. Elevate, run it up, elevate, I ain't here to stay, I'm here to last.
He's on fire! Yo, what is going on, everybody? Special edition of Run It Back. We did not go this past Wednesday, so and it was because we have this special rendition today of the Mountain West Showdown 7 official preview show. I watched a ton of battles, and yeah, I was able to put together some different ways that guys approach things, and you know, we'll give some analysis, some breakdown for each battle. I want to start with this. I got you on the big screen, Coach. What's up, Spades? Spades is out in Seattle right now. Give it up for Spades, Ghost, Josh Matter. They are out there right now. Salute, Snack King Cole, what's good? Lil Cat, what's good? Slix, we are outside. I mean, that's what we're doing. Phoenix Child, what's good? Corshell, what's good? Man, we are here. Hoodie Jared's going to be joining us a little bit later, and he's going to be going over this with me. So what do you guys want to do? First off, let's do this. Hold on. Whoops. Okay. Let's do the official start. Yo, Run It Back at Mike Masters 801 on everything. Episode Who Gives a Fuck. My name is Gabino Grhymes, and we are very, very excited for this event. I got the Lord Wolf joint, Mountain West Showdown 6 on. If you know, you know. And then, yeah, as we do on every stream, go ahead and like the video and share it out. We'll wait. Also, it's free. All right, we're back. I appreciate y'all. Damn, dog, that was a big fucking vape hit. Let's see here. Okay. So I'm just going through my notes. Just want to make sure that we have everything set, because we have a lot of people to thank. And yeah, man. So I want to give a quick breakdown on how everything has been, folding together. We are 3 weeks away officially as of today. And then with that said, like, we have been able to garner a good amount of sponsorship. And so big shout out to every sponsor. We're going to be announcing them here in just a moment. What's good, Hoodie? Yeah, Hoodie's over there. Yeah, for sure. And then salute to you, MT Money. What's good, bro? What's good? What's good? All right, he's joining us on Facebook. That's what's up. Let me pull up the sponsors. Oh, shit. There we go. So we have concluded. We're gonna be releasing Mike Bailey and Dumbluck's update. Okay, so let's go over how this has been working out for us. What's up, Mike? How you doing, bro? Let's go over how this has been working for us. So with the sponsorship packages, we have the 3 tiers, and what folks have been really just trying to garner for themselves is like how best they can maximize, their visibility for their business, or just in general. Like Colton, shout out to Colton. He just donated, man, and that was just big. He was just like, yo, I see what you guys are doing. I think he literally said, I see what you guys are doing. You guys are important for the community, type of shit. So big shout out to Colton. But let's go over our sponsors for the event. We have Battle Rap Doctor. He put together 2 battles. He put together the let me make sure I get it right. Oh damn, which ones was it? HoodieBoy Keylin and Coleman put together YoungGod and Joe Mahgi. So big shout out to Battle Rap Doctor. I put out a post on Twitter, and he stepped up so fucking quick, man. So we really appreciate the community showing out for that. So big shout out to Battle Rap Doctor. Lab Junkies, we'll be talking about this here in just a moment. Lab Junkies, give it up for them. Oh shit, sorry. They are the official location for our face-offs on the 18th, and we will be getting more information out for those. We're going to be conducting some virtual face-offs on Run It Back, so we'll be staggering it so as to not have everyone just the same night. And there'll be some that obviously you guys know. They'll just be scheduling conflicts. We may not even get to them. So, but big ups to Lab Junkies. Looney got the tunes. UA the duo. Their whole squad, man. They are very, very eager and willing to be a part of what we're doing, and to share their space with us. For 2 days, we have it Friday and Saturday, so we'll be talking to battlers about like, hey, you guys want to go over here, to potentially like spar or whatever the case is. But they're gracious enough to partner with us on that tip. So big ups to Lab Junkies, and then we have Coleman of Money Club again. YoungGod ATM is he was initially supposed to battle at the quarters, at the semis. Shit. And that battle fell through, not because of YoungGod. So he did everything that they did their part, and so we're running it back, and so we're glad to have YoungGod ATM back out here. On a card. This is going to still be his first time out here. So shout out to Coleman for stepping up. She was like, yo, let's make this happen. And that was great. Miss Irish Hip Hop, give it up. Kim, of course, is always a big time affiliate, and she's done so much for us. And so, make sure to show her love at Miss Irish Hip Hop on Instagram. It's great, man. Triple Chin Music from anyone. Give it up for him. He's going to also have a table to get some merch out. So looking forward to that. Big ups to him on that respect. Super appreciate you being a part. Mike Bailey did a sponsorship. I think he's going to have merch there as well. So, again, shout out to you, Mike. Appreciate you being a part of the sponsorship team. Of course, as I've mentioned in the past, outside of just like helping, it's not I mean, these literally go to like the event. So it's super crucial and we super appreciate it. So again, I said Colton, look it up. At official Mike Bailey on all platforms. At Colton Colton A.J. Johnson on Instagram. Actually, you know what? We're going to just do this. All right. So I don't fucking butcher this shit. That makes more sense. Okay. Let's keep going through here. So, JCF and Co. They are, of course, give it up. They, of course, they are getting the chain to either Dumb Luck or Mike Bailey. Again, I want to make sure that we go over the rules for the championship bout. It is 2-minute rounds up to 2:30 cutoff. The winner is not announced that night. Again, we will have 2 on-site judges. One will be Holmzie to God, and we are working on the second one. And then we have 3 off-site judges, which is Quest McCody, Dre Day, and Cammy GBR. And then Wednesday, we will, you know what? Honestly, I think we were talking about it. I think we're going to do a special presentation on that Friday to the winner. So just stay tuned for that. I just want to make sure that everyone understands that there's not going to be a winner crowned on that day. That will be, we, as you guys know, through this whole playoff process, we want to make sure to be intricate and get the winner correct as much as possible. Of course, using the scorecard and the dynamic of 2 judges on site to make sure to have that live interaction, and then 3 judges off site for replay to be able to have that advantage. I think that's really, really important, and it's worked really well for us. So just a quick rebrush on that. And then again, JCF and Co, man, nasty.
He's on fire!
Okay. And then we have Alondra Williams with Trifecta. This is a business out of Fresno, California. Big ups to them. Appreciate you, Lucky Desperado, for getting that lined up. There's also a museum, I believe, that is sponsoring. Lucky, if you want to, can you actually? I'm just gonna text you really quick. What's the name of that? What's the name of that joint? What's the name of that joint? Hey, watch? You guys are fucking watching me. Text right of the museum to shout out. Hoodie Jair, Lord will hey, if you're commenting, bro, then get on the fucking stream, dang. What the fuck? Just joking. Okay. So yeah, give it up for Lord Wolf. We are working on a couple things with them, and you guys know what we do. With Alondra, though, she been very gracious and amazing with what services she's been able to put together even for us as a business. So we are really looking forward to a strong 2025 and appreciate the what she has brought to the table for us. So big ups there. And then the museum is the African American Historical and Cultural Museum in the San Joaquin Valley. So give it up for them. We're going to be working with them to get them a custom commercial to be played during the pay-per-view. And, of course, making sure that, everything else is, part of the list. But they have a big, impact out there. And so, for them to sponsor also means that there's opportunity for us to, be at their museum to potentially wink, wink, hold an event out there. Whoa!
He's on fire!
Whoops. Let that out the bag. Who gives a fuck? All right. Malice Tattoo SLC. Give it up to them. He stepped up to, his name's Chewy. He stepped up recently per I appreciate D. Cohen for making that introduction, or at least like mentioning us to him. He is going to be providing the winner of the championship with a palm-sized tattoo for free. So that's part of the championship package as well. So big ups to Malice Tattoo. Rooftop News TV, yo! Of course, Rooftop News, man, they are holding, they hold their own events, and they have one coming up, I believe. But yeah, the support as far as like social media presence and posting and things of that nature, man, I just super appreciate what he's been doing. And then if you are not part of the Facebook group, I strongly suggest that you make your way over to it. I'll give you guys the link here. If you're not part yet, go ahead and request to be in the group. Here it is. Bear with me. Thanks, Jack. What's up, man? Man, we love this card too, bro. We appreciate you. And we've been talking about what the fuck. Why are you out here in Salt Lake City yet? You're too much of a celebrity for us, bro. Okay. So, that link that I just gave is to our group, Mike Masters Alliance, Respect the MCs. Rooftop News announced in there that to the person, there's 24 battlers, so, anybody can get it, who sells the most pay-per-views is also going to get a Cash App prize from him. Undisclosed. It could be $1, which is super funny. That'd be fucking hilarious. He's like, oh, fucking Spades won 75 times.
He's on fire! What?
Oh, man, that's funny. All right. Okay, so let's see. So, yeah, Rooftop News shout out. George Life. Bro, this guy, of course, he's on our production team and one of our, on the cinematography staff. So he's making sure that everyone is in the shot and everything. So he has made a commitment to, forego some things in lieu of being a sponsor each time. So he's outside of just like filming us and filming the battles and all that. He just wants to see us continue to grow, So big ups on that. Shout out Rooftop News again. Yeah, man. Lucky. Yeah. All right. And then, all right. Okay. So all these sponsors, we're going to be having posts for them next week, a la the matchups that came out. But Ortega's Asada and Wings in Salt Lake City is again going to be catering. We are very, very excited to have them back. Ortega is working on his menu, and he had a, baptism by fire, as it were, at the last event, and they are locking in to make sure that our crowd is fed. And if you guys have not seen his website, or excuse me, even his Instagram, I'm just going to repost his link here. Take a quick peek. Come on now. There we go. Head on over there. All these folks, man, give it up, man. They doing a great job. So that is our sponsors as of now. So let's give them all a big hand, man. Throw an applause emoji in there for all of our sponsors, y'all. Let them know we appreciate them. And, an unofficial official sponsor is, of course, Church and State. Meg and her staff, they are elated about, and we are equally, about the partnership that we've created. And we're going to be moving into 2025 with, all engines forward, man. We are very, very fucking excited about it. So big ups to Church and State. Meg, she's the shit, and all that, man. Okay, so it looks like, just really quick, I'm going to divert really fast because I want to make sure I get this right. Am I reading this right, Spades? Let me make sure I'm hitting this right. So we're going to take the sponsors off here, and we're going to speak into tickets here in just a moment. But before we do that, remember, today is September to Dismember 3. I just got notification that they're going to be streaming the event live today. Okay? They have a $5 Cash App, and I'm going to put the Cash App link here. Boom. Let's see. Sky Tier NW. So here it is. This is their Cash App for September to Dismember 3. Once you purchase, you're going to be inboxing, and then they'll add you to a private group. Hey, can you send me a link to that post in particular, Spades? That'd be great. And then, of course, Hoodie Jer got that set up for them. So big ups to fucking Hoodie Jer holding it down.
He's on fire!
Look at that, man. Battle Rap Leagues helping other Battle Rap Leagues out here to be able to broadcast to their fans and their audience. That's amazing. So yeah, that's what's going down. So that's great. Okay, let's move on. All right, tickets for Mountain West Showdown 7. I want to make an announcement because I was watching these like a hawk last night because I was going to change it to $30 at midnight. Would you believe it? There were two fucking ticket purchases that were happening at 11:59. I watched them get posted, and they were still pending. And then they ended up getting like nulled because it was over at midnight. The response for the pre-sale tickets at $20 has been great. We want to make sure that we are getting the community inside the building, of course, but also understanding that we have some, we got to do what we got to do, but we also want to make sure that this is continuing. So having said that, I talked to Jer about this. We are going to extend the $20 out till Monday. To those two, you guys know who you are. And we got that all worked out. So super appreciate that. But yeah, we just thought okay, well, since the feedback was great about it, the folks that were, purchasing, we're going to extend it a couple more days until Monday. I'll probably just do it at 3 or something. I don't know. We'll see. It's just Monday. So you got the weekend, to get your tickets for $20 still. And the link for that is here. You know what? Let me go here. Actually, I'm just going to share this screen. You're welcome, Spades. Oh yeah. He's got this here. So let me, and really quick, what I'm about to share is the Facebook post that we just spoke about for Sky Tiers pay-per-view later this afternoon. So click that, put it into a new tab, and get to that here in just a moment. All right. Here we go. So let's see. Okay, we're going to share the screen. So for folks on the live, in real life, IRL, I heard the other day, I was like, are you just saying IRL today? All right, so it's on GabinoGrhymes.com or UtahRapper.com, as you can see here. Still at the limited half off. Again, I was going to take them all down, but yeah, pretty simple to do. You can either add to your cart here or add to the cart there and then go through the process. Now, it is important. Oh, shit, I got to update that right there. Cool. Great. So what happens when you purchase an in-person ticket is that you will be getting an email, and then your ticket will be scanned at the door. So I saw that, there were several purchases of 3 or 4 that were all under one name, and that's totally fine. We will scan each individual ticket. So if it's a matter of you had 2 people come in for that one name, we just want to make sure that you are transferring those tickets to those other individuals, which is, I mean, it's very simple to do, just forwarding the email and just giving them that particular barcode. So that is the, where you're looking at for the in real life tickets. And then this one right here, this is what we have been able to, I don't know. I don't know if it's should I say pioneer, I guess? I don't know. I don't think we're the first ones to do it. What I will say is that we're proud to do it. And that is we have an incentivization program. So you can see here that it's $20 for the pay-per-view, yeah? Well, guess what? The battlers get 50%.
He's on fire!
So $10. I mean, 50% sounds bigger, but still, so how this works is you're going to, again, head over to utahrapper.com, and then you're going to click on pay-per-view VOD here, or it's on the home screen. So this is where you would end up at the first place. These are the in-house tickets, and then you'll see the Mountain West Showdown 7 tickets. Okay? All right, so you come here, and you have a drop-down menu of every battler that's going to be participating in Mountain West Showdown 7, y'all. Look at that.
He's on fire! Perfect.
So let's say you're going to be, supporting MT Money. You just hit that, add to cart, and then we will get a notification, okay? So also on this, and people have been really good about this, but we have a frequently asked question here. I've purchased the tickets to the live stream. How do I access it? Visit the live stream event page here and log into your account that you set up during your check process. Oh, shit, I got to update that date. Whoops. Either way, you're just going to click here. Oh, let me go back. All good. Oh. All right. Well, let me update those fucking links. That's cool. Shit. Anyway, this will take you to the account space. So how this works is like, let's go here. Okay, so you'll be clicking on account. If you have not created an account yet, very simple to do. Just create your account, email, password, and then you'll go from there. And then you will have access to the Mountain West, you'll have access to the pay-per-view that way. And then also, we have been seeing online on Twitter. I see the comments. I'm going to address everyone here in just a moment. I just want to do this here. I put this in here. I'm a pirater who wants to share my account information. That's cool, right? Yeah, if you're into stealing from small businesses that strive to enrich their community, then it's still fucking node, eh? We have general protections in place that do not allow the stream to be rebroadcasted elsewhere. If our system recognizes that shit, then the stream is getting sent elsewhere, all right? It will simply not play on the other site. If you're logged into your account and attempt to share that information, your access will be revoked, motherfucker. So yeah, and you can watch on your TV and all that. So all the information is there. But the biggest thing, well, not the biggest thing, but the piece that I wanted to make sure to point out is this piece is the drop down menu for the battler you're supporting. You are not able to add anything to the cart until you select a battler. So there, we have all that in place for our battlers to get their incentivization. So big ups, big ups, big ups. All right, let's go ahead and stop the screen here. All right, let's go to these comments. Salute, brother. I appreciate everything Mike Masters does for the culture. This is an amazing platform. 2025 only going to get better, God willing. Hey, bro, we appreciate that. Appreciate you, Corshell. That's what's up. Good luck for the crew battling. Yeah, for sure. That's great. I think you're referring to the pay-per-view. Is that right? Is this all ages? It is not all ages. That's what I'll say. There will be designated locations for folks that would like to partake in an adult beverage. So if you're wanting to come and you're 14, then buy a ticket. All right, that's all I got to say about that. Are there any questions about the tickets in the comments for anyone watching? Are there any questions at all outside of me having to fucking update links? Is there any questions? Put them in the comments now, and we'll get those addressed. I think that's pretty simple there. Also, I would love to hear your guys' takes on, our matchup, when we've been announcing this week. It seems like we've been getting some pretty good response, and there's some outlier battles that really, really got some traction that I wasn't, they're just surprised about, which is a great thing. It's a great thing. So, yeah. Oh, I did want to mention this. Not for nothing. I posted this comment actually in the group. Lucky Desperado, hey, man, appreciate you, bro, for locking, for getting a tier 2 and a tier 3 sponsor. That's amazing. Did a great job there, man. He is quickly doing a lot of different things to be able to contribute to the movement that we have. And, hey, I want to tell you guys this. I got to, obviously keep some things under wraps, but hey, man, we're getting some great feedback from some battlers in our region. I out here on the West talking about that they like Mike Masters a lot, and they've been watching us, ad folks. So big. I just think that that's a dope way to complement what we're doing. When folks are like, yo, man, how do I get on that train? You know what I mean? So I just want to I had to say it. I'm not going to say who or how many or whatever, but
bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
All right. Okay. So that's the tickets. Nobody had any questions. I assume that the folks will be getting to me here. All right. Face-offs, Mountain West Showdown 7. Again, the 18th of October. This will be live streamed to our YouTube for free. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, we will get like all the information out to the battlers. Like, again, we'll be breaking up, I don't know how many for virtual and then in person. But there will be broken up to some degree. And then Mickey Facts. Oh my God, I've gone this whole time without even fucking announcing Mickey Facts. Mickey Facts is going to be in the building. He wants to be at the face-offs. So we've ensured of that by his ticket. He's very, very excited, y'all. I want to make sure to lean into that because he's been very on board with how his business has been with us. Damn, did I just burp like that? How far his business has been with us. And like, not just like right now, was he hitting us up, man? We've been talking for a minute. So, very excited to have Mickey Facts out here. And I got confirmation from him. Was it a couple nights ago? I mean, you guys know that he's in the industry like that, so he's got his eyes open, and he's definitely looking at the talent that's going to be at this show. So, whatever that means for you, that's what's up. They better hurry before 2025. We out of here. That's what's up. What's goody, Mike Masters family? Dre, hey, what's up, Dre?
Bang, 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 bang.
That's fine. I was going to post that. So, yeah, Mickey Facts is super excited. He'll be out here for the face-offs on the 18th. And, again, that's going to be over at Lab Junkies. So, they have a pretty big space. Parking is going to be great, all that. So, again, live streamed on for free on our YouTube. And then we're just going to keep it moving, man. Big shout-out to Beans and Rice Pod. They're the best, man. Straight up. The effort and work that Jose puts into new ideas, equipment, enthusiasm, and hosts with, I mean, just like support and being a damn great pay-per-view host. Man, I can't thank those guys enough, bro, for real.
Got you, homie.
All right. So that's the face-offs the day before, October 18th. We'll be doing that. All right. We're here for what everyone's been waiting for. Beans and Rice. Hit Mike Bailey up. There we go. Shout out Beans and Rice. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, for real. Give them a big shout out, man. They're fucking amazing. Hey, Jer, whenever you're ready, man, you're more than welcome to hop into the fucking. No, I'm just joking. All right, let me break this down for the match breakdowns. Before I start this, what would you guys prefer? I was going to start from the bottom of the ticket and then end at the, at the championship. What would you guys prefer? Start at the top of the ticket or the bottom of the ticket? I need to have like 5 votes to tell me what we're doing. Anyway, the way that I was putting this together is like I wanted to understand like approaches and styles of each battler, and I broke them into categories. Some of them are like off the cuff. So if it sounds weird, it sounds weird. It's just because I was putting shit together. And then based on what those attributes are, I wrote up a breakdown. So yeah, we're going to be going into each of these with some pristine detail, man. Let's see here. And I gathered each attribute from a battle that I watched of theirs. So I'll lean into which battle that was. And we'll go from there. So bottom, work up, start at the bottom. Okay. Bottom. All right, cool. All right, we'll do that. Dun, 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 dun. Bear with me. What up with it? Man, Ghost and A-Game 365. Very excited for this matchup. Let's break this joint down, bro. So I watched Ghost's most recent battle on the stage. Shout out to the stage in Atlanta. Was it Acco Slice? Is that how he pronounces it? And the reason why I watched that one, the obvious one is that it's his most recent. But, from what I can discern, outside of the stretch battle, I really think this was one of his strongest performances. So what I gathered from watching that, some things that Ghost is really good at, his aggression and confidence is, and it continues to be like very poignant. So like these are things that he brings to the table to be able to pull a W out. It's just being aggressive and confident, like to be able to potentially like jar his opponent. He's got clever wordplay, and that goes into like some of his cultural references and some of his metaphors to create punchlines that resonate with the crowd. So his references to like pop culture and like personal anecdotes really lean into his creativity. He also was doing some storytelling and characterization in there. So he presents himself like in different characters, I guess, like a what's the best way to say it? Like a multifaceted character in that battle. Like he compares and contrasts like his own experiences with like those of his opponent, like, oh, well, if I did this, what were you doing type of thing? Like painting pictures of like struggle and all that. And that's like a place that he can be, again, going back to like that confidence. It's a big, big strength for Ghost. And then he he uses a little bit of like, I just typed social commentary, and how I perceived it was like his commentary, like about race and societal expectations, made bigger statements that resonated beyond like the battle. So that when he is in his flow, it adds depth, and that is hard to deal with because of the conviction behind it. So that is one of the big attributes that Ghost also has, is being able to tap into what those environments that he's been in and like paint real pictures. And then, of course, Ghost does he has a strategic use of humor and like sarcasm. He has a way to bring humor and like lighten the mood while still maintaining that confidence and aggression. It's kind of wild because like he'll say like a joke and it's with a straight face. But it's like, they're jabs and just, again, going back to those clever comparisons. So these are like things that I see on, for Ghost, especially in that last battle, but he has presented that even in the stretch battle too. Like, he was hitting stretch with a lot of different jokes and shit in there, and that aggressive and confident tone, man, that was certainly on display in that battle for sure. With A Game, I watched his battle. First off, A Game 365 is active, y'all. He is very, very active. So that's dope.
Fatality.
And I watched his battle against Jonesboro 54. So my thought process was that I think it was just released 2 weeks ago. Again, I wanted to go something a little newer for this battle. I switched it up for all these, but I went newer for A Games. And man, this guy starts like bold opening lines. So he's setting like a tone to establish like his credibility. And I'm going to speak into that in the breakdown here. But that's something that I immediately noticed. He speaks on like incorporating like, race and identity, and he reflected on like injustices and shit. Within like battle rap and society, like kind of tied them together and shit. It was kind of weird. And then not weird, excuse me. That's my bad. Fuck. That's my bad. But he did a great job on that. So like just being able to like, comment on what the culture has, presented itself as. I really, really took that as a strength of his. Wordplay, metaphors. He has really intricate wordplay, making references again to like cultural figures and events. And again, I'm referring to this battle alone. But you don't really change super hard from battle to battle. And again, this was just dropped 2 weeks ago. So, but yeah, he's got a lot of wordplay and metaphors, and that's something that Ghost is going to have to deal with. And then aggressive delivery. So this is where these two will both clash. It enhances the intensity though. Like A Game can make impact for sure. As he like is emphasizing his confidence and skill, which is why, even though this is at the bottom of the card, I am very excited for this battle, especially after like rewatching and taking all these notes. This is like jumped off a little bit for me as far as like, okay, well, they're going to be disrespectful because A Game also is into personal attacks. As far as like insults and shit, and, discrediting the other person's character and whatever, and using like jokes and sarcasm to do it with that. And I expect him to do that with Ghost too. So let's see in the comments here. What are you guys thinking here? They both have confidence on lock. I got Ghost for conviction though. Yeah. All right. So let's break it down. Let's talk about Ghost. We just talked about the attributes, right? Again, Ghost comes with like lyrical kind of complexity. You know what I mean? And he's the type to like weave intricate metaphors into his verses, and sometimes honestly he like goes a little respectfully like too intricate, I guess is the best way to put it. His storytelling though, again, A1. Ghost, I wrote here, Ghost doesn't just rap. He takes you on a journey through loyalty, struggle, and real life experiences. And that's something that he has shown like on each battle too, you know, like when he is up in the ring or on stage or in the pit, he has a pretty commanding presence when it's like, okay, Ghost, it's on you, you know, grabs your attention pretty quick. Saying that though, do not sleep on A Game. This guy's a crowd favorite for a fucking reason, eh? He's got a very high energy performance. He knows how to engage with the crowd, with the humor and the relatable shit. And then, you know, he had like, again, I just got all this from that one battle. Like you can tell like when he is in that capacity, it's not just like a battle. He's like taking it on as a show. So he can, you know, be rapid fire, and then have you laughing and then, 1 minute and then nodding your head the next, like, ooh. Having said that, let's talk content. Ghost is all about, well, not all about, but a lot of it about real life narrative, right? He dives into themes a lot of like loyalty and struggle. You can feel, which goes back to what I'm saying, like the conviction, like you could feel the weight in the words that he says. But A Game, he has like an insurmountable amount of fucking confidence and swagger. Shit, I got a video from him from Jer yesterday. I told Jer immediately, I was like, God damn, dog, he went off. You know? He's very good about this shit. Swagger, you know? He got that humor shit locked down to keep, you know, the audience engaged, entertained, what have you. I wrote down that it's like a kind of like a comedy show mixed with a battle, you know, a little bit. How do they stack up in terms of crowd engagement? Obviously, you know, Ghost again, he brings like a different intensity. But sometimes, you know, he can be, like I said, he can be very serious, you know, and then, and A Game's, you know, keeping the energy high. So here's the $1 million question between these two. Who's taking this battle? And as I broke this down, so far, MMA 1-0, Game's voice loses. Okay. Who's taking this battle? I thought you guys thought I was just going to come up here and be biased the whole time, didn't you? I think that this could go either way. If Ghost brings like that storytelling, that depth to his lyricism, he obviously can take it because the crowd like latches onto realism like in a deep way, and he has a very good way of like telling his stories. Having said that, if the energy that A Game brings, you know, drowns that shit out, you know, this is Ghost's return back on the main stage. So I say this respectfully. With that energy up, it could rattle Ghost, and just based on what has happened in the past, it very well could cause, you know, a choke or something, or a misstep in there. So I'm not going to get. You know what? I'm just breaking these down. I'm not going to give a winner or a loser. I'm just breaking these down. So that's how I'm seeing it. Is like, again, with Ghost, you know, being like cutting with his lyrics, that depth, and then of course like the storytelling that he's so good at. Very easy to just steal the whole shit. So this one comes down to approach and who wins the room over. Yeah, that too could be very. It's like it's something that like Ghost is going to end up focusing on like sharp, incisive, like incision bars. You know, like fucking very cutting. Like I said. A Game is not like a, you know, yeah, this just that energy that he brings. It's just fucking different, man. He's gonna come out swinging, man. I know A Game is going to, and it's been dope. So that's my take. Ghost versus A Game 365 on that one. I think that this is gonna be one that again could surprise us pretty well. All right, so done. Mike and Ghost need to just complete the battle, no slips. He's got a dope presence, so it's tough when he... Oh, hold on. Okay, and Ghost needs to just compete with the battle with no slips. He's got a dope presence, so it's tough when he doesn't bring it home. Just needs to kill cleanly. I mean, you know?
Shit like that.
Mike Bailey, I got Ghost 2-1. It's easy. It's easy to call a winner. I don't disagree. Ghost very well. Yeah, could take that. I just and I know how serious he's taking it, and I know how much everyone is taking this event and their particular battles. Because this is Mike Masters versus everybody. So this feels very much back, like it has the regular feel for folks that remember our events back in 2012, 2013, 2014. When we would have Mountain West Showdowns, where we were engaging with like folks out of Cali and Arizona and shit, and Washington, New York. It's all every single battle is like, cool. We're gonna just we're matching up, and I think that this card has that. A lot of hungry MCs. I was talking to MT Money about this, and that's what makes the feel of this card so magical, I think, and so special. Is to be able to have folks that are ready to get on stage and ready to show out and ready to be in front of that camera and really give their opponent some fucking. Anything I say right there is going to be a pause moment. So just to be in the battle and be present. So yeah, very excited. All right, let's go to the next one. Slix versus Mastermind. Okay. Let's pull this up. Slix, you're not going to like what I got to say here, bro. You're going to fucking hate this. Bars, dog. I feel you, bro. Oh, shit. You're going to hate this, Slix. No, I'm just joking, bro. Okay, so let's go over it. So I watched Slix battle against Stretch because that just dropped, and I think that was his best performance to date. And I'm so happy that happened on our stage. So appreciate you. Here's the things that I noticed. Here's some attributes that I felt. He's got a direct and aggressive style, man. It's very direct and it's fucking aggressive. He has some dope references. He incorporates wordplay, and again, he does a lot of pop culture stuff. What did he say? Leave it up to a dude named. Hold on, did I write that down? I did. Oh, it's right here. Leave it up to a dude named Stretch to be left hanging by one thread, and then the references to Jeff Dunham, Kendrick Lamar. It was just good to see him mix like being funny with like direct attacks. So like, yeah, the wordplay was dope. And he does that pretty much every single battle up to this point. And also the way that he's able to be spontaneous in the moment. Slix, did I get this right? That you freestyled a little bit in the first round? Because it seemed like you were able to adapt pretty quick. Again, this is against Stretch. Adjusting your material like on the spot is not fucking hard, or it's not difficult. Excuse me. It can be difficult. A lot of folks don't do it as far as rebuttals are concerned, but it does present a different lane that you put yourself in. His punchlines have impact. They have impactful stuff. So like, what did he say? Just go back to your fucking notes so don't go off the top of your head. There we go. All right. Shot to his head, stun him. Let's see you talk with a hole in your back. No Jeff Dunham. Good job, man. Those are just well crafted to resonate with like the crowd, man, and folks know who Jeff Dunham is and shit, and so it's really really dope that he does that. And you know what? Something that I have consistently noticed from the first fucking battle with Slix, his confidence in his delivery. He delivers with conviction, confidence, aggression, excuse me. And he knows this. The choke or the slip, we don't got to say fuck, dang, fuck, because you lose that confidence, and that's a big part of how you set yourself apart in a battle. It was, honestly, there was a moment there, like even in the third, respectfully, Stretch was up, but there was a bit of dominance, like on your part, in the third, and that was impressive. So that's what I have here for him: direct and aggressive, wordplay, freestyle and adaptability. Hold on, I'm looking. Let's see. This guy's fire, though. You guys will have a good battle. I want you to win, and right now it's a toss-up, but big test for you. Okay. And the third, not much, but yeah, first and third. Yeah, great. Yeah, freestyling and adaptability. I mean, keep that shit up, bro. If that doesn't take you off your spot, it's great to continue to hone that skill. I think that's something that, keep in your back pocket. All right, so Mastermind. I watched the battle with him and Mike G, and I just felt like he was I felt like this was one of his better battles. So like, okay, so here's what I have for him as far as like matching up with Slix. He has an aggressive performance. We saw that here against N.E.Z. And he incorporates that within his punchlines, so like direct threats and shit. Deliveries are intense, really aimed at like jarring the other person. Just even with his presence and being in their face. Used a lot of pop culture references. Tony Stark, Shameless. But, with these pop culture ones, it makes things relatable and with the crowd and entertaining to some degree, with the audience. So it just adds like some layers to what you're already writing that connect with the people that are listening, and he does well with that. Double entendres. He makes really good use of his, like the wordplay that he incorporates within his double entendre. So like there's juxtapositions in what he does. So like different meanings. So like in that battle, references to Optimus and Mega linking his battle. He would link those bars to like Transformers while maintaining the context of the battle. And he's done that a couple times for sure. He's big on personal angles and ridicule, man. He's constantly in your face about that. Again, we saw that with N.E.Z. Yelling, just talking shit, dang. And we'll break it down here. What that might be one of the big cruxes for this battle. And Mastermind got fucking street talk, bro. He leans into his credibility, like, and just like having seen or been a part of that, that type of lifestyle or what have you. He's kind of gritty, bro. And it lends into like his realness, That's why I like Mastermind, for real. There's a lot of people that lack authenticity. Nobody on this card, but there are folks that lack authenticity. He's not one of them. So let's break this down. Let's see what we got here. So let's get back to Slix. Hold on. Let me check out some comments. Oh, nothing. Okay. Are you guys agreeing with me? Because these are just like, what I saw in one battle. So this has been so long. So, but I'm proud of like being able to provide, good breakdowns here. So Again, let's talk about Slix. Very lyrical. Wordplay is up there. He's doing well with that. The multisyllabics. Again, like I just feel like he has his confidence when he gets on stage or, in the pit, that once he starts his rounds, he'll get a couple oohs and ahs initially, and it kind of keeps going. So it's impressive. His creative writing is impressive. What I will say is that it needs to go up a notch. That's what I will say. And I always encourage, I'll always say, like, be better than your last battle, obviously, Don't get stagnant. Write more punches. Get to the punch quicker. That type of shit, I mean, you had Stretch looking a little lost in the third. Hey, go! Yeah, so he spits well. And then it's not just the bars, man. He also, like, a really unique flow, Slix does, and he can switch up the rhythm and shit, and kind of keeps us guessing. Like, he'll weave in and out of stuff. And so if he gets into a good flow and groove, hey, it's going to be a long night for you, Mastermind.
Bang,
Shit like that.
bang,
Shit like that.
All
Shit
good?
like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
I'm not familiar with Slix. Mastermind brings energy and enthusiasm that I think can translate at times to formidable stage presence. If they both hold these traits, then the judging factor is bars. Good point there, DVOS. And the breakdown is fire content. I wish more league owners would do this. Brings us into your thought process on booking. Yeah, hell yeah. Agreed. Okay, so let's talk about Mastermind now. As we spoke about, this guy has a really aggressive energy. Fills the fucking room. You can feel it, from first bar. I don't know if I said this, but it feels like he's throwing punches, bro. Like throwing punches, with each like bar that he's going to be landing with, which can be very, very fucking daunting for his opponents. You can feel like how intense it comes. Or excuse me, you can feel how intense he wants to be able to project that, and so it's just really cool to watch. He does, again, he's not someone that's like going up there to be only, I guess, like a rapper's rapper, I suppose. He performs his ass off, man. I mean, he's all over the place. So that's a big advantage that you should lean into. Just like thinking about it, I don't think I had that here on your. Yeah, I don't think I had that here, but yeah, man, you were a big time performer. Hit with those personal angles. Honestly, sometimes a personal angle might not even be personal, and it just sounds personal, and then people are like, "Oh shit, hey, fuck, does he have chlamydia?" If you don't know, then it's gonna fucking resonate because he fucking said it with conviction. What sets Mastermind apart, which I do like, is it's at least in this battle, is like the ability to like connect directly to the crowd. Delivery's raw, not afraid to take direct shots, like I said. And this is the second time over here, so, and it's like right next up. So you made enough of an impression, Mastermind. We appreciate your business as well, and how we have been able to partner. So how do these two further match up, though? I want to hear what you guys got. Slix's wordplay, because that's like really where his like strength is, against Mastermind's like aggressive delivery, obviously clash of styles. So let's just call a spade a spade. If Slix can if you can keep your composure, showcase the bars that you have, you can pull off the upset, which means I do have Mastermind in this. Definitely don't sleep on it. God damn it. With Mastermind's like the way he's like so powerful with his conviction, man, he can make it a long night for someone. So, Actually, see, now that I'm thinking about it, I just think about fucking Slix's third round. And that third round, God damn it, his first round against Stretch. Stretch just happened to, have a little more in the tank. And because that first round is beating a lot of people. I do got Slix, dude. I think Slix is going to fucking step up. This is a big deal, I know that Mastermind feels it too, There's a place where you can like take away like that aggression by just being a better writer. Getting a lot more oohs and ahs because the performance can be taken away through just having very, very effective writing. So I'm not giving, God damn it, I just gave a fucking a judgment and I didn't mean to do that, but that was a battle that I was also looking at and just very, very excited about. These are my best rounds by far. I'm a 30M bet on it. I like Mastermind's punching though. So do I. Yeah, I do. I absolutely do. This is a good step up for Slix because I take Mastermind. I take Mastermind extra serious. He's talented as fuck. I think Slix meets the moment though. Y'all did a good job of booking a lot of style clashes and show improved battles. Yeah. Again, one of those things that makes this card very unique and very excited about how that's going to break down. Like we're going to watch like potentially some real big gems here that happen, So Slix and Mastermind, y'all.
Bang.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's bring up the next battle. I might have to take a break, y'all. Shit. We're already in an hour 15. We got a while to go here. All right. N.E.Z and YoungGod TM. Here we go. Hey. You ain't show my comments. Whack. Oh, they were on Facebook. Oh, my bad, dog. What the fuck? Yo, chill, dog. I said your comment though. My bad. You want to see it on the TV that you're watching right now? Damn, Space. Chill the fuck out. Worry about your battle, bro. I said your fucking I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking. I'll put these up. I'll put these up here. Slick scheming with wordplay is crazy work. Yeah, for sure. Okay. N.E.Z and YoungGod ATM. So I rewatched N.E.Z versus Spades. I think this is one of at least that are out. I think this is one of his better battles for sure. For sure. And it starts with the aggressive and direct approach in that battle in particular, and he's shown that in other ones. He just has a very intense and aggressive energy. I don't know, like straight up in front of his opponent, in front of Spades in this particular case. Just mad confidence and just punches, man. He was really, really in there trying to fucking again move Spades off his square, man. He references dad, I believe, in that battle. So like street culture life, made some references to like gang life, credibility, going into like some of the upbringing stuff that he was on and lifestyle. He has a good way of painting pictures. So N.E.Z has that like on lock. His wordplay, man, N.E.Z can fucking rap, bro. He can rap. He's very creative, as I just mentioned. He makes references to like his martial arts a lot. Raheem from Juice, Nightcrawler, to craft his shit, man. He's just really good on that note. He does a lot of real talk shit, and that's something that he leans into. He really likes talking to you. What I think against Hemis, which was a great round. Your third round, N.E.Z. I don't know if you're on here, but like you, totally, you just get into a real talk bag. Like you were talking about the young man who, was hurting, from cancer, I believe. So that's something like the personal insight that you do. I mean, it's a strength that you lean into. I will say that I wouldn't take a round off here at all. Start from the jump, out the gate. He does have a presence. He does, and he commands like where he's at. He exhibits that through like his slogan. I don't. Did you use it every single round in your last battle, N.E.Z? Yes, Mastermind, or did you only do it like the first and third? But he gets the crowd in it. That's part of it, you know. The fight back, you know, and just trying to keep the crowd's attention through that. So those are some big strengths that he has. It is going against YoungGod ATM, and he is a fucking vet. And I did watch his battle against A-Ward, which he did fucking great in. Yo, man, this guy's he's got like a pimp persona. You know? Yeah, he is a good angler. He's a great angler. I don't know if I got to say pause there. I was going to say N.E.Z takes rounds off sometimes, though. Yeah, that's what I brought up. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, let's speak about YoungGod ATM. Yeah, I watched this battle against A-Ward, and this is just a great battle, guys. I mean, it's got like 44,000 views or something. It's just a lot of people have watched it. He's like, YoungGod ATM is very confident. Damn near like a fucking, larger than life type of shit, character. He had a suit on. He kept referring, he was the pimp. So like, he's got that persona going on, and it does stand out, man, with a different perspective for sure. And I appreciate that about this is that he's got a really cold ass flow, man, while also being a direct as shit. His delivery can be aggressive. He focuses a lot on like dominating, where he is at with his pen game. He does a lot of intimidation to build like a picture to paint a picture and build like an image of his op that the crowd can get on board with, so that he's taking them on this ride, he does that really fucking well, man. A lot of fucking metaphors, big time. He relies heavily on it, like similes, different types of crafted wordplay. Uses a lot of creative. He has a lot of comparisons. So like comparing himself to like iconic figures and shit, like from the past or what have you, and that's not something that the similes piece, like when I think of like on the scorecard when we say bars, I think that people only think like of similes. So like saying like you got stripes like a zebra, I mean, that's not even a fucking bar. I'm just displaying what a simile is, It's not just that though, but he does lean into that pretty hard, He has a lot of personal shit, kind of a what's the best way to say it? Like he like addresses his own personal struggles, like, and he did that in that particular battle he used that as a tactic, which goes back to, being aggressive and direct. And he found a lane to be able to hit A-Ward about like, he added depth to like what God's plan is in the world, and very fucking creative. Again, just right back to what I was just saying, just a lot of metaphor. He just does that so well. And then he's fucking hilarious, despite being up there like that, with a, pimp suit and shit in that particular battle. He does a lot of humor in there. Lightens the mood a little bit, It does, like a little bit of a balance between YoungGod, and also you can see his experience and it shows, So N.E.Z definitely is in a good place here. Let's see. I was gonna say N.E.Z takes round. Oh, excuse me. N.E.Z will have a really great battle. Then the follow-up battle seems to let go off the gas a little. I want another level. Can't disagree with you more, or can't agree with you more. My bad. Whoops. Okay, let's talk about it. Break this shit down, shall we? Let's start with N.E.Z again. we do have a feeling of what he brings to the table, like conceptual, kind of deep writing, that aggression in your face, and like a strategy around his punches. He really likes to like break people down. I put on here, this was dumb, but I just put on here autopsy on his opponent. Just because like I was just like, man, he like picks people apart. He picked me apart. Shit. Shout out to N.E.Z, man. I don't see that N.E.Z just punches like to punch, you know? He punches with intent. And he'll take an angle, he'll break it down, and then keep pressing it until we can all see, you know? And that aggression is power in itself in a battle. And it's going to be pretty key here, N.E.Z. I'm just, from what I saw, you know, the persona that you had or that aggression that you had, it's going to be pretty key here. Because you do have a presence that can like bring the room on your side. You don't when you're barking, you don't ease off. Not at all. Your energy level stays high, you know? And that's either going to, respectfully, it's either going to overwhelm YoungGod ATM or it's going to set N.E.Z up for rebuttals. Which YoungGod does, bro. He does. So let's you know, who are we talking about here with YoungGod ATM? If you guys have not, like I said, like that battle in particular, but he's man, YoungGod ATM, man, he's been around the block. He's really well. He could take, like I said, he takes these serious situations and flips them and makes us laugh. And then, boom, hits you with some fucking real talk. ATM is fucking smooth, bro. That's what I said. Like, his flow, his delivery's nasty, easy to fucking, like, Bob, you know, like, you're just like, damn, dog, like, he takes time into perfecting that for that particular battle. His rebuttal game, though, he said it in the A-War battle. He was like, oh, I'm just trying these out, you know? But that could be an X factor. Could be an X factor, which is what I said. You can either overwhelm him or you might be setting yourself up for, you know, rebuttals. You can count. You can't, like, get ATM out of a battle just because he's not as aggressive as N.E.Z. He knows how to diffuse shit, like, with his humor. So, and being funny and flip what, you know, with rebuttals. And that freestyle ability, man, that unpredictability, as it were, instantly, you guys know this, man, it can turn the tide. So he can capitalize, no question about it. So how does that translate into the battle? Look, again, we're looking at a style clash. I think that this one is like a for real style clash. On one side, again, you got N.E.Z, who's going to be dissecting ATM and like each, you know, piece of like how he fucking raps, and then I don't know, I would imagine you like try to maybe, actually I'm not going to give tips on what you should say to him, but showing gimmicks, I guess, and then, you know, ATM's going to show charisma, man, humor, talk to him type of vibe. And what does the crowd want to see, you know? If they're rocking with raw energy, punch heavy, you know, then N.E.Z is going to take it. But if the crowd likes to laugh more and witty, then ATM stands to take this, man. And then also to match that experience. N.E.Z, there is a big thing there. To match the experience. Hey, while I'm sitting here, go ahead and like everything, and then share this out. Share this out. Let's see what we got here. N.E.Z is good at putting the pressure on. Yeah, for sure. I agree. Honestly, ATM 2-1, maybe MMA 2-1. All right, we'll see. This is a good opportunity for N.E.Z to continue to level up, as it were, you know, and ATM you know, making his debut out here. I mean, shit, we anticipate that he's going to be back out here. So, Big shout out to both of them. All right, who is next? All right, Jay Villain and HoodieBoy Keylin. This is a very interesting battle for several reasons, and I'm going to lean into some easy ones to pick away from it. But HoodieBoy Keylin is newer to battle rap than Jay Villain is, and has done very well. And I think he has 2 battles online, 3 battles, something like that. Well, this is Jay Villain's 6th battle, something like that. But again, shout out to Battle Rap Doctor. He's ready, dog. He's ready to rock. So let's call this through. So I rewatched a few rounds from this recent battle that just dropped. So Jay Villain versus Mike Bailey. Obviously aggressive delivery from Jay. He was a lot more clever in that battle. Like putting together like the barrel under your chin, like a Saint Bernard, creating like imagery. Oh, the lick stamps like George Costanza's wife or some shit like that. That was nasty. That was real nasty. Very vivid imagery there, man. Personal attacks. He just is very, very intent on battling to be an ass and just like fuck you up, talk shit, man. So he does that. We watched that against Easton Clark. Big time.
Bang, 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 bang.
He does have a lot of humor though, and he blends it with those personal attacks and like that aggression really well. What did he say? When he mentioned using a Ouija board to contact, I was like, God damn. But also it was slightly funny. And then honestly, Jay Villain, Jay motherfucking Villain, from the jump, from the introduction, just intense energy, man, and presence, outside of just like his composure and stature. Jay Villain is really, really bounced back after that first battle that he had, and just very eager to see what he brings to the table against HoodieBoy, because HoodieBoy Keylin he has a different set of attributes that are really helpful for him. I watched his battle against Dub 6. Again, I think he only has 2 out. I don't know if you're in here, HoodieBoy, right now. Rest in peace, fella. For real though, not funny. Okay. Pella. Yeah, rest in peace, Pella. For real though, not funny. Yeah, no, it's not funny. My bad, dang. It's not funny. The context that he put it in, just Anyway, rest in peace, Pella, bro. HoodieBoy got some aggressive delivery too, so that's gonna match up with that. He's very strong with a confident tone, which is like fucking weird to see, like on your second battle, first battle, just right out the gate. So it just speaks to, he makes a lot of music, dog. He's got a big following on, is it Twitter or is it Instagram? One of the two. He has a pretty good following, and he's like very well versed like in just making music. So like he's consistently writing. He's pretty complex with his wordplay. What did he say? He compared his flow to a Molotov cocktail. What did he say though? Oh, it was fucking good. It was definitely creative. That's my bad. I didn't even take that note. I just have here compared his flow to a Molotov cocktail. It does showcase like being, in a space of writing that is necessary in order to compete in a battle. He has a personal aspect to him. So he in this particular battle, he incorporated a lot of personal experiences, and that is something that if you can lean into that, the crowd gets on your side so well, because you are depicting what your struggles have been or whatever the case. People are compassionate. So like if you got it out the mud, you can bring on a whole different narrative to the whole battle, because then it turns in like everyone's lens of what that person is. And this boy's HoodieBoy Keylin is like, oh shit, like he didn't have nothing a month ago or whatever, you know. Just makes it very relatable. He is funny too. He combines some wit. Not a lot. He injects a little bit though. I do think that Jay Villain he has like bars that are set up as jokes as opposed to like HoodieBoy will just like beyond being aggressive. He still like is able to, like I said, put that humor into the bar. He in this particular battle, like I said, he was very in tune with the crowd. He has a great flow. He went through different patterns. I remember I wrote down right here, he raps. He switches his shit mid-verse. And that adds on a whole different element of complexity. Because he's not, in one bag. Having said all of that, let's break it down. Let's go back to Jay Villain. Again, known for the sharp attacks, intricate like rhyme schemes, the multisyllabics. He displays a good flow. He has that feeling of he's on a beat type sometimes, and that's dope. I mean, just go watch any Bender battle or even Big K. There's a lot of folks that you're like, man, your flow should be on a beat right now. And he does that really well. And he makes music, in that same vein. So like he's worked on that. He's pretty charismatic. Jay Villain, he knows how to command the room and then like build that tension. Man, he showed that shit pretty tough, dog, against Easton Clark. Pretty tough. Because we end up hanging on every word because he's like stretching, he's going off on these, he's just going off, and the punchline isn't until the end. So like I have been vocal with him as I have been with a lot of folks, just get to the fucking punch a little quicker or make sure it pays off. If you're going to take that much, just make sure it pays off. But he's got that energy, man. Jay Villain likes to, slice, man. So he's in that respect, it's like a no limits to what he's going to say with some of his personal stuff and all that. But then, we got HoodieBoy Keylin. And that aggressive delivery that he has is different, Pretty impressive for, like I said, his second, or this will be his third battle, I believe, or fourth battle. Pretty impressive. His metaphors are pretty fucking, they pack a punch, I guess is the best way to say that. He's got energy that just like will flip a mood in the crowd. And again, with him too, like mixing humor with that intensity is way different. And then obviously his crowd engagement. It's an X factor for him. He knows how to connect with the audience. Way different, while Jay Villain's very direct. And that's a big piece to this puzzle. Like the lines that'll make you laugh, and then also gasp in the and be like, "Fuck, hey!" Be like, "Oh, damn!" He's versatile. That's what I'll say. The aggressive style of Jay Villain mixed with his crowd control, or excuse me, like with HoodieBoy Keylin, it's just very tough to beat. So with Jay Villain though, I'm not sleeping on him. Damn, what the fuck?
Hey, yep.
Wow. That was terrible.
Hey, yep. Hey, yep.
God damn it. He does have flow too. I'm not. God damn it. If he can counter Keylin with his lyricism and then like also stay calm and cool under pressure, we're gonna see a fucking pretty cool battle between these two. Honestly, this is very unlikely of a matchup. Let me say that, and I think it ends up turning out to be very like highly entertaining. Highly entertaining. You know why? And I said it already. Hungry. Motherfuckers are hungry, dog. So, Jay Villain, HoodieBoy, Keylin, man, these guys are going to put on a show. All right. Next up. Lucky, man. Dog, what was I was on the call with you, remember? Fuck, dang. Man, I had another bad one. Oh, just so terrible possible moment. All right, Josh Matter versus 1010. All right, let's see what we got here. Yo, y'all, this is a good battle, especially after we watching last night. I got more invested in what's going to happen. So, like with Josh, you have the confident delivery. He's like, I mean, there's not a place on that stage that he's not fucking confident, you know? And this is the battle. I rewatched his battle with Plex because I think that's one of his best performances. Very aggressive, very direct. Again, he likes a lot of cultural references. So that wordplay gets a little unique and uses fucking puns a lot. Like I said, the cultural references in that battle, like Craig from Friday and the Kill Bill joint, gives a good amount of imagery for the audience to relate to. The stage presence that he does, like he'll look at the crowd and then make sure that his opponent is listening to him. He's displayed that in every single battle. And I don't know if you guys like know this, but like Josh Matter is pretty complex with his with his schemes, man. Very surprising what he does. He has like these variations. It's just really dope, you know. Shows a lot of versatility in that regard, and is a very big strength for him. Even though he might say that it's not. Stage presence is huge. The aggression is huge. Now, 1010. I watched his battle against Hypnosis. Forever Young. Yo, rest in peace, Young Nate. I'm not gonna play anything. Hypnosis did well. I read some of the comments in there. You know, kind of a Northwest classic for that one. That's what they're calling it. 1010 is aggressive as shit. He does a lot of, you know, relatable themes and like personal shit. He talked about his personal experiences, like reflected or went back on his background and a lot of just challenges, you know, to paint pictures of like, and I bounced back. Big time multisyllabic rhymer and flow. He really does have a pretty good flow. And the multisyllabic thing, I mean, he leans into that pretty hard, which is engaging. Jay Villain does that. And it's just engaging to hear you, like, you know, keep going, you know, pretty good there. And then he is a, you know, cultural, like a pop culture referencer. He'll incorporate some of those. And, you know, Josh does the same thing. He does the same thing. So that's where they're going to have they're going to be like right there. But it's that confidence, that like persona that he has when he's in there. Cause he's kind of a, you know, just in general, he's just kind of he demands presence, man. And he's obviously fucking confident as shit. You know, he boasts about everything. It's evident in his delivery, like how confident he is. Having said all that, let's break it down real quick. Josh Matter, the wordplay, getting it to the next level, weaving those intricate rhymes, the metaphors, got him for days. It feels like in his rounds, like each bar hits better than the last one, and you know you can for sure bet that he's like going to be prepared with some of that shit. His performance, Josh, make sure to be like direct enough to understand that he's just not up there like fucking spitting bars and shit. He's again, very cool performer, man. High energy, you know, dope charisma. In a very short time, definitely works like either the pit or on the stage very well. I noticed that too against Seizure. I noticed that too against Seizure. And that's very important. Something that you have in the bag, bro. He does well with being like just in the moment. And that's gonna go very well for him. So let's talk 10-10. Again, brings that intensity, confidence, brash, type of shit that can shake a room. Honestly, it's like overtly aggressive. Delivery is very in your face, and he's definitely not afraid of throwing heavy shit, at you. Yeah, 10-10 is fucking raw, bro. And he brings up his street, like just real life experiences, man. And you could tell that it's very authentic. There's moments in that battle that, it felt like, he was just speaking a little bit more, from the soul type of shit, And then he's funny. So mixing bars and jokes together is a fucking deadly combination. So I'll say this. Should Josh Matter be able to connect with the crowd, continue with those complex schemes, having said that, not as complex so that the crowd doesn't get it on first listen, got a real chance here. 10-10 with his raw, that fucking raw approach, intensity, has thrown some memorable joints in the past. He can really, either of these guys can win. So I think that this is a lot closer than folks might give it credit for. So good luck, Josh. Appreciate you. All right. I've been here for 146. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna add this back to the stage for just a minute. I'm gonna grab a drink of water. Bear with me. We're gonna be right back. Wait, Josh 2-1, maybe 3-0, because he's OT. His writing's getting better. Great. All right. Well, let's add this here to the stage. Next up will be. Are you guys appreciating these breakdowns? I work fucking hard on these. You guys appreciating this shit? Because I've gained a vested interest in all of these battles after reviewing them all. It was dope. We're going to be going over Lefty versus Joe Mahgi next.
The path of a righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who is the name of charity and goodwill, shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger for those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. When I'm sad, I be dreaming about 100 racks. I'm paper chasing, ain't no faking where them hundreds at. Said I'm gon' get it on the bad day, I know that's a fact. It ain't enough, so sure enough, no, we gon' run it back. It's a little hoodlum, but I always been a classy act. If it ain't paying, then what's the point in laughing back? We move in silence, peace or violence, if it's that, it's that. Easy E and my boy Harlow got me sporting black on black. There I go, switching the flow of things like I control the scene. I hit my shoulder lean, they used to skip me and now they notice me. If you want my undivided, then you pay the open fee. Check the debt, I showed respect and now I feel it's owed to me. We bout action, I ain't known to speak, just putting over tea. I got a dream that my babies know respect the old of me. That's the difference being a king with just a look, we know the sheep. Life's a game to these cowards, when we see him, you know it's beef. When I'm sad, I be dreaming about 100 racks. I'm paper chasing, ain't no faking where them hundreds at. Said I'm gon' get it on the bad day, I know that's a fact. It ain't enough, so sure enough, no, we gon' run it, run it, run it. When I'm sad, I be dreaming about 100 racks. I'm paper chasing, ain't no faking where them hundreds at. Said I'm gon' get it on the bad day, I know that's a fact. It ain't enough, so sure enough, no, we gon' run it, run it, run it back.
Bang, bang.
I don't care if you on your deathbed and you're dying and it hurts and anything, you have to promise yourself before you get there that you are not going to go home a loser. I would rather die than acknowledge to myself that I'm that loser. There is nothing that I won't do. There's nothing that I won't do.
Boy, I gotta work. I'm a grizzly from the first. I'm the truest. Watch me prove it. Boy, I do this till it hurts. Boy, I gotta work. Yeah. Said I gotta work. You don't got this in your soul. Yeah, you better search. Yeah, work. Said I gotta work. Grizzly boy, back to work. Man, I got it from the dirt. Yeah, work. Boy, I gotta work. You don't got this in your soul. Yeah, you better search. Yeah. I've been prepping all week. I can see it in my sleep. Out here stepping as a legend. See these roads ain't for the weak. Yeah. If you saw how I see it, you would see it every speak.
Why can't I hear myself? Hold on. Check. What is going on? Hold on a second. Oh. Check. Oh, shit. Okay. Whoops. I selected. Whatever. It doesn't matter. All right. We're back. Okay. We hear you. Hey, DVOS. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, this was fun. This was really fun, and it gave me more of a idea of what to anticipate and what, these guys are really, what I can perceive, what folks are going to be bringing to the table. And also, like, I just want like an honest breakdown and shit, so I appreciate that you appreciate it. Mike, I will check my texts here shortly. Oh, there you go. Potentially. I'll let you know on that. All right. Okay, so we're at Lefty and Joe Mahgi. I like this battle a lot.
Shit like that.
I like this battle a lot. This was one that shout out to the battle rap doctor. He is he was able to make this happen for us. And after Joe Mahgi's been on, I mean, he's been in a lot of places, but more recently, like on some Westworld cards. And I watched his battle versus Hansel. I'll do his commentary second, but I just was really impressed, man. So let's go into it. For Lefty, you know what? I took it back a little bit. I watched his battle against Emerson Kennedy. It's one of his best battles. And I've spoke to him about that. But I watched this battle with a different eye. Because I wanted to pull what is left, like what are his like his strengths, He has personalized attacks, man. He's fucking super witty, dog. When he was talking about Emerson's like fucking life and like the FUBU, what did he say? I don't know. He was questioning Emerson's credibility about being like in the hood, and he was like saying you're just an author. Like he was just ripped, going at it with that. And I do know that for that particular battle, his personal punches don't like carry over to every single battle, but he can get in that bag. He got some mad wordplay, bro. We just watched him versus against A-Class. And for those of you that were in the live with us on that, there were several comments of like, there's some battles that don't, some battlers' content that doesn't age well. Lefty's was not part of that. He fucking crushed that shit, And A-Class is great, but there's just a lot of freestyle and shit, AQ was in that live, and he was like, man, that was like when you could just like finish, end a bar, like if everyone knew you were freestyling, and like, the crowd would go crazy. But yeah, people talk about like that Left isn't loud and boisterous. He does have an aggressive delivery once he gets in his pockets, though. He's assertive, very commanding. It does showcase confidence. Like when he was battling Random, I'm going off into a different battle, but when he was battling Random and he was talking about the White Walker. I had that White Walking way before Winterfell, and he's all, shut up. I mean, he meant that shit. He's sitting on the stage like, shit, man, you ain't getting this whole fucking crowd. He can get that. He can get in that pocket. He weaves in. Yo, Left's going to be racial, dog. He's going to put in fucking cultural references. And fucking be racist. And it's funny. And it's different. You know? He does that really well. In this particular battle against EK, I wrote down that he like critiqued the privilege and like EK's often lack thereof in this particular setting of like street credibility. His flow is consistently fucking dope. It just like it varies. He switches rhythms. I said this on when we reviewed the A-class battle. Keeps momentum in place, creates like a very engaging performance for sure. You can tell when he's like going into his next stanza, you know, like changes in pace very well, and that's like to his advantage because he has like punches within punches, and then the end punch. He's really he's really good at doing that. Joe Mahgi, I watched his battle against Hansel, and if you guys have not watched that battle. Yo, man, this one does have potential. Yes, Lucky, you're right. This one does have potential. I think we can take this banner down. Hold on. It does. Yeah, it has a lot of potential. All right, we're going to take this down. All right, there we go. So we can just show comments. All right. If you have not watched Joe Mahgi and Hansel, nasty. This was just a great battle, bro. Hansel was nasty. Joe Mahgi, you know, I appreciated that he like opened with acknowledging like some of the criticism from his past performances, like, and how he's like working on his style and shit. It's a lot of vulnerability, but still delivered it impactfully. He's fucking aggressive, bro. They're laced, man, with like his verses, dog, are laced with like aggressive fucking imagery. Very dark. He goes very deep into the violence bag and life struggles bag. Kind of looking to create like a tense atmosphere, you know? I think what he told Hansel something about kidnapping. I don't know. But, you know, just can get very dark. But while also being dark, he showed levels in this battle for himself. You know, he was very, very intricate with his wordplay and his metaphors that he was using. I put down here like personal connections. He was very good at sharing like personal stories in that. I don't know if he does that in each battle, but in this particular one, I mean, he leaned right into that, and that goes back to like being aggressive, but also having real life references as to why he's aggressive. So he was drawing parallels like between like his, again, just like, hey, this is what I went through. You didn't go through it. So doing that to unestablish relatability, like you had the high road and I, again, got it out the mud. Does a good job of that, man. He's fucking confident, bro. He leans into that shit. He's very assertive, and that aggressive behavior that I was talking about, like he sets the tone, man. He can set the tone, be very, very fucking direct, and that's a very strong piece for Joe. Very strong piece for Joe. I will say that I mean I've seen Lefty in front of guys that are like that, and I don't know, you know. It's difficult to get Left off his square, I guess is the best way for me to put it. So let's break it down. I did speak a little bit about that. So we got Lefty. Again, we know that Lefty's got like punch heavy style, and how impactful his lines are. We talked about his flow. It's fucking, I typed dynamic, but it's like smooth as shit, dog. He has a way of mixing humor, being funny, and then still being sharp and cutting with his wordplay. And that, you know, you can he disarms his opponents by fucking tearing them apart. Lefty knows how to like when he gets into a groove, he knows how to work a crowd. I'll admit his energy takes a while to get there. So this is something that I have been very boisterous about. Dog, out the gate. Out the gate. I say that shit all the time. I've said it so many times even on this live. But he taps into like pop culture, current events, and keeps everything feeling fresh. So you know that like because of that flow and like the anticipation of like an actual punchline, he will keep the crowd engaged. When Lefty battles, like it's guaranteed to be like, ooh, you know, because that's how he crafts his shit. He's very punch heavy. But then, you know, we got Joe Mahgi, and he's not coming. He is definitely going to be here to put on a fucking show. His style is like a whole different beast than fucking Lefty's. He does the aggression, intricate wordplay, the realism, storytelling, authentication, and those bars, like they hit hard and then carry like a different weight than like a traditional punch might. Like it makes you like what would relate it to, like when Pat Stay would say like I'm trying to make you look in the mirror. Makes you stop and think a little bit, you know? He has a different energy that really, really sits with fans. He's got a very big talent for weaving personal, like the whole thing about like being like, I got it out the mud is really big into what he's doing. And he's going to have some I guarantee he's going to have some direct shots at fucking left. I guarantee it. I don't know how personal he's going to be able to get, but, because I don't know how much he's, researching on that note. But, you know, yeah, I think that this is hard to call. If I had to call it, though, just kidding. I think that with how this is set as far as the match is concerned, I would lean one direction. I'm not going to go into that. But there's haymakers that are going to come from Lefty. And again, I've just said it, like the aggressive out the gate tone that Joe Mahgi is going to do. He's got to sit in that, bro. He's got to definitely stay there. And Lefty, like I said, like that energy, because it like takes a little bit to get comfortable. I don't know what it is. If it's a matter of like you literally fucking like spitting your round like before we're about to introduce you so that you can like coast into your first round, man, do that shit. This is going to be a fun battle. Lefty is a good chain puncher. Energy, going to need to be right for this. Let's see. DVOS. All right, I have Joe winning. Lefty could get around, but I need to hear what gets said. Based on recent performances, I'd say Lefty is capable of surprising me. Agreed. Joe Mahgi, what's good, my bro?
Bang, bang.
Excited for this. Great. I mean, we're very excited to have you out. And then again, Lefty is a good chain puncher. Energy going to need to be right for this. Joe just got to lock in. This can be battle of the night for show. I absolutely agree. So yeah, Lefty has won battle of the night before, so he's definitely in that bag to be able to make that happen. So Lefty versus Joe Mahgi. All right, next up. Oh, shit, eh? Jonny Lingo versus MT Money, y'all. Oh, man. Come on, bro.
Bang.
Shit like
bang,
that.
You know, some battles, I have a kid now. I hope to have another someday. I'm sure I'm going to have a favorite. That's just what it is. And this is one of my favorite battles on the card. Mike Bailey got Lefty 2-1. Very possible. Very, very possible. I think that with Left's... whatever. I went over the whole thing. But very possible. 2-1. This is going to be fun. That battle's going to be very fun to watch. All right. Jonny Lingo, MT Money. One more time.
Bang, 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 bang.
All right. For this, the style that I was like looking at, because Jonny Lingo has been pretty versatile, but he stayed in particular bags, which is like being fucking funny as hell and being super witty. But this is from his battle against Mike Bailey. And it was so dope to see how confident he was and how aggressive he was. He was very strong with his material, very confident, was very fucking disrespectful. And to knock Mike off his fucking square too. But Mike, man, he's got a lot of experience, man. So he didn't. Thank God, because he brought up his fucking daughter. He's got dope doubles, like double entendres. People forget, like, he's got like very good pen. They only like he leaves an impression with his jokes, as he should. But he is really, really dope. Very layered. The universal records to like imply to Mike that like you had like what was it, like a lack of like relevance and shit. I don't know, that was fucking layered as hell. Just very clever. Like I said, I put down here personal attacks and disrespects. I mean, he does this. I mean, he did it against Left to the degree that, Left was the whole eye thing. I mean, he doesn't give a fuck. He's very disrespectful, and it's a strength of his. He does a lot of cultural references, pop culture. In this one, he talked about, like, because Mike, what did he say? Just like questioning Mike's like outside of like prison, like authenticity, like within the battle rap culture. And it's kind of, he can paint pictures that are like vivid, And so that's a big strength of his too. Like going over stereotypes and shit and still making like some humor with it. His delivery and his performance, that's like engaging, bro. Engaging. Jonny, stay there, bro. Stay there. Bars and stay in that fucking performance lane. He has great pacing. His vocal inflections are on point to emphasize like punchlines. He just does well with his performance, and it's a very strong. It's a big strength of his. Like if I was going into this battle, it's just like I would. It doesn't matter. I'm just telling you what I noticed. That's what I'll say. Fucking uses like big time on facial expressions and shit. He just enhances this whole fucking show. Like he makes it a show. Makes it a show. And it draws the audience in more. All right. That's what I got for let's see. For real, he's funny, but MT is funny and got bars like no other. Another battle of the night contender, MT Money, on fire right now. Yeah. Yep. Facts, Mike from Lucky. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is the second Emerson Kennedy battle that I watched, but I watched MT Money versus Emerson. This is a great battle. MT Money stays pretty consistent, like on his use of like references, and references to his native, to Illumination and to his community, speaks into injustices and like utilizes that to gain empathy from the crowd, which is very, very, it's a great tactic to employ to get the crowd on your side to be like, I want that guy to win. He does that very well. Metaphors are on point that are related to it. And he just does a very good job of illustrating like his past. It sets the tone differently, He has, Mike, you nailed it. Like he's very lyrical, man. I put here lyrical complexity. There's a lot of intricacies within his verses, man. He hit Emerson Kennedy for what a lot of folks do. I mean, Lefty did it. We were just talking about that, like just authenticity or whatever, and what he was doing with that in that challenge. He went like very historical on it, with it, and just very complex, man. He's funny as fuck, but then also is like hits you with some shit that you're like, what? He gets very personal too. Remember he battled Royalty, dog, that Royalty battle? MT Money has seen it all, dog. And that experience is dope and obviously plays a role here. Jonny Lingo's been around, he's definitely traveled. But MT Money's been active. He does a lot of personal shit. He does a lot of that. Direct attacks too. He has he really, in this particular battle, he really leaned into like authenticity. He consistently was stressing the importance of like cultural identity, and was like speaking on going back to like the cultural references, like he was speaking about the struggles, and that gets that, like I said, the empathy factor, and he stayed in that pocket. And honestly, it's one that he should continue to use, like I said, because we all know what the fuck with Native American life is. So yeah, that's true. MT Money has a solid understanding of how to approach any level of battler. I have much confidence that he can walk away with this win. Well, let's break it down. Oh, and also his engagement with the audience. MT Money is fucking right there with the audience. He engages and he stays with the fucking audience, dog. Damn near makes him feel involved, dog. It's like a sense of purpose or some shit, He does that very well. And it's a big factor in his deliveries. Well, let's break it down. Like I said, all right. I do think this is going to be crazy. Let's start with MT Money though. As we talked about, dude's got layers, bro. He's got layers. Brings that depth, and that personal connection that definitely hits different. When you hear him talk about or, incorporate the Native American heritage, that isn't rap, bro. That's a movement.
Bang, 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 bang.
Some of his fucking verses, dog, like some of those bars, dog, it's like a damn history lesson, bro. He does well. His wordplay, shit, dog. Like I said, people like bulldoze over like what his wordplay is because he has like a slow delivery, but like he has multisyllabics. Yeah, he does very well. He's not just like only punching, he's putting together like paintings, I guess is the best way to put it, that like really, really look to engage your attention. Excuse me. He's definitely not he's not an average battler, dog. He's like looking for like high art, It's fucking cool. And then you got Jonny, dog. Fucking charismatic as shit. Definitely knows how to light up a crowd. So both of these, so that's why this is going to be so entertaining for us, is because they're going to keep us all involved. Both of these guys. Punchlines and his humor together, lethal, bro. He's nasty with that. But so is MT Money, Shit, dog. Like Jonny Lingo, like I don't know. You could be at the battle fucking having a bad day, and then Jonny Lingo says a joke, and you'll be back in the driver's seat. He's all about entertainment value, man. He's dope. He's dope in that respect. He's got flexibility. He pivots. Like he really can manage a situation really well in a battle. He does a fucking like he did it really well against Lefty. He can manage the crowd really well on that. He sensed like the whole crowd like getting too over loud and shit, and he was like, hold the fuck up, He does very well with that. I don't know. I wonder if he, like in the battle, if he is understanding that MT Money's going to be on that personal level and shit like that. If he'll turn it into like a joke and flip it or some shit, and just like destroy that vibe. I don't know how you can destroy that vibe because it's a pretty powerful one, but let's be real. If you land some memorable punchlines, the crowd's going to fucking eat it up, So here's the deal with this battle. First off, strong battle of the night contender. If this battle is all about like depth and being like lyrical and shit and like emotional resonance or like just like emotionally tying yourself to the crowd, MT Money walks away with this. He weaves a story and he sticks with it. But we'll see how the crowd is. I don't know. You know, if they're a little more chill and shit, looking for laughs, Jonny Lingo's there, you know? So what do you guys think? Again, I think this is going to be one of the more entertaining battles on the whole card. So let's see. Pat showing up to work at the same regularity that I do my taxes. Yo!
Hey, yo!
All right. What's up, Emerson Kennedy? Last I can see in the building. Mike Bailey, crazy. You got to question the temp service that hired Pat. Hey, man, when you guys fucking called me, I'm glad that you hit me up, EK, and you're like, yo, man, I got your employee here. It's so funny. Pat was very excited to be here on Wednesday, and I was like, I pulled the ripcord on that because I really wanted to do this show, and it's fucking long one, you know. We're 2 hours and 15 minutes in. All right, next up we have Spades versus MartinLuther.
Bang, 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 bang.
This one's fun, bro. This one's fun. This one is way fun. Very excited about this one. Oh man, I had a great time like going into details about both of them. It's just super sick. All right, I rewatched Spades' battle against Certs at Mountain West Showdown 6. I think that was one of his better performances. Stayed in pockets, man. He fucking did well. Sorry, bro. That was insane. I'm hungry as hell. I just had no disregard because I was so hungry. All right. Yeah. Spades has the fire in his hands. Lean as fire. All right. When watching that battle against Search, Spades has like everything that I listed as I was like listening to it. This is pretty well like how he hits each battle. I mean, there's like a couple variants, but like he's aggressive and he's confident in his delivery. Spades opens with like being very commanding every time, very confident in his tone, assertive with like his presence and like body language and shit, you know. And he sets like tones for a battle, and so that's why you got to overpower that, or you know, that aggressive delivery can highlight like his. Well, it does. It like brings up his competitive nature. This guy is super competitive. He had dope ass fucking punchlines against him. And he does that all the time. He's consistently leveling up as far as his pen is concerned. So like, yeah, I mean, he's very clever with his wordplay, his punchlines. Appreciated how he was putting on like plays on names and shit. He was doing well. Yeah, and I'll tell you what. He did it against me. He does it in pretty much every single battle. He's like a targeted bar or scheme or something, you know. He did it against Stretch with the low-hanging fruit, you know. He has some personal shit. He incorporates like those personal jabs that are aimed right at the person, you know. And with Search, he was just talking about his credibility, past performances, you know, broke him down like yeah, he did very well. And he does that all the time. There's some people that don't even, you know, that don't worry about that shit. He has a lot of storytelling. He brings up a lot of his past as well. He does a really good job like painting a picture with imagery. Gives like all of us a chance to connect, you know, with what he's trying to narrate. So that's really good. And I really like his performance, bro. Go watch him versus Josh Matter. That fucking performance is dope too. He has consistently a lot of good performances. Which is why we keep bringing him back.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Spades, man. He's outside. He's out in Washington right now again, man. So what's up, Spades? I do work today, bro. All right. Okay, so I for MartinLuther Lean, he there's a what's the best way to put it? Like he does have aggressive delivery, but it's like more like in a I wrote down a commanding presence, but I'm already rethinking that. It's more like his tone, you know, and it engages the audience a little bit more, and emphasizes like how confident he is in his abilities. So like his aggressiveness is a little bit different. It's aggressive confident in his delivery. He uses a lot of fucking metaphors, doubles, a lot of pop culture references, which is way to his advantage. He was nasty against fucking Lucky out here in March. Did very well. Imagery, dog. He does a lot of metaphors. He does go into like the struggle bag, which does work, you know, because you can feel the authenticity from it, for sure. He has a lot of self-reflective shit. He especially in this particular battle, he was going into like how like questioning like societal norms and shit, you know, and the perceived like I'm trying to get this right, like the perceived portrayal of his character, like in the context of race and culture. Like what do you say? I used to want to be a black guy is what he said. So it's like very poignant, and he does that pretty often, and it's a big strength of his. And so that's why, look, imagery, they both have that. They both have aggressiveness in two different ways. They're both lyrical, and the commentary and self-reflecting does go right in line with storytelling. This is a great matchup, y'all. Let's break it down. Let's see. Spades has a fight on his hands. Lean is fire. Spades wins. What up? You already know. All right. Yeah, let's start with Spades. Like, again, we know him for some intricate pieces of wordplay that he does, and then some punchlines that will stick out, you know. The confidence when he gets in the ring, or, you know, when he gets on stage. You could definitely feel the energy shift. Dog, we didn't win Battle of the Night for no reason. Shit, we were, you know, that whole energy was stemmed from a while up into our battle. He's aggressive, commanding, dog. And like I said, competitive as fuck. He's very direct, which is to his advantage. He's the kind of battler who, and I don't know if this is like a fault to some degree, but he really, it's a good thing. He thrives on the fucking crowd and their reaction. And some people don't need that, but he eats that shit up. So I fully expect him to. He generally gets the crowd reaction every single fucking battle. So I expect him to feed off the energy while looking to fucking annihilate MartinLuther Lean. Now, having said that, do not sleep on MartinLuther Lean, because of his style that's all unique to his own. He's got charisma that you know, you're rooting for him immediately. He's really known for like dropping like anime personal humor bars that resonate with like those communities. He's smooth, dog. His fucking flow is smooth. It's dope. Relatable. That storytelling factor that MartinLuther Lean has, Spades does too, and you know, they both lean into that. MartinLuther Lean likes to connect with the audience. So does Spades. That's why I'm saying this is so hard to call. He's got a laid back delivery, bro, but that catches you off guard. So when he battled Lucky, even though Lucky had more energy and higher performance value, I guess, MartinLuther Lean was spitting in there, bro. And if he's on his game, bro, you know, he can win a crowd pretty quick, because he does have some fucking haymakers. For me, what it comes down to is, you know, we're just looking at two different styles, man, that also are pretty parallel at the same time. If it turns up just to be like all aggression, I just see that Spades takes that. I mean, he's just, you know, if it's a matter of like a pushing match, then fucking Spades, I just feel like that would happen. If the crowd like leads a little bit more to like humor or some shit, you know, and relatability a little bit more, MartinLuther Lean will take that. So very dope battle. MartinLuther Lean.
Bang,
Shit like that,
bang,
shit like that,
bang,
shit like that.
And Spades. Very excited about that. This is the first non-style clash. They're similar in style. It's going to come down to approach. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. Yeah, I really like this battle a lot. We are actually talking about this back in March, man, when after he was done battling you. Spades, didn't you type in the chat, bro? Did you guys agree like on the stage? What was that about? What was that about? To like, oh yeah, we should battle, bro. Something like that. Anyway, we made it happen. Spades, MartinLuther Lane. All right, let's get into it. Lucky Desperado versus Don Marino. Man, I am very, very happy to see that folks are showing out for Lucky about this battle. This is a great look. Don Marino is definitely not taking this at all. Don Marino's fucking excited to get out to Salt Lake. I told Lucky that. Told him that. And it's going to provide for like fireworks because he's like, man, I'm going to put on a show. Lucky's like, I'm going to put on a show. So, yeah, let's go into it. All right. So for Lucky, here's what I had. And I combined a couple of battles. I combined his Martin. Well, I watched the MartinLuther Lee battle, and then man, Lucky's fucking confident, bro. He's very bold. His demeanor is very confident. Big King cozy, Captain comfortable, which obviously leans into that self-assured. And he knows who he is. Fucking King slides or whatever. Fuck. Nasty with punchlines. He has a lot of that, man. A lot of it. A lot of doubles. References pop culture a lot, which is very I'll get into it. Hold on. I almost got off course here. He is, what's the best way? Like lyric, I want to say, he's like agile lyrically. That's what I'll say. Like with his flow to sports and then like famous people and shit. Like he showcases that, He does a really good job of that. Which is why I think that Lucky Desperado is criminally underrated. He has a very aggressive delivery against Lean. Like he was straight up talking to him. Very assertive, commanding. And he does that pretty consistently, man. It's just something that reinforces that he's self-assured of himself, And it keeps the audience fucking tuned in, dog. Lucky does a good job of like weaving in personal like stories and narratives too, like connecting his own from the mud, losses and then wins, within his bars. So like that's something, and we spoke about this throughout all these battles. That gaining empathy from the crowd is just super big, man. Like you can just turn a whole crowd. Like I just want that guy to win, It's very relatable and it's impactful. He does that a lot. His flow is fucking great. His performance is super dynamic. Great with his pacing. Rolls into like his rhythm of keeping and managing a flow is impressive. And which keeps like the energy high throughout his portion of the battle, at least, which continues to add to like the overall intensity of what he's fucking doing. That's what I caught. I could be wrong. Don Marino. I watched his battle with Av. Dope fucking battle, by the way. But he is consistently using like cultural references because he's Mexican, right? I mean, not many of us Mexicans are in Florida. More Cubans, right? Dominicans, but he weaves into that hard, and it does well. He incorporates a lot of funny shit in that, like a lot of humor and cleverness to make sure, like, to keep the audience like in his palm of his hand. He uses like, what did he say against him? He said, I wrote that, or typed in the mentions of Chipotle and Ace Ventura. That was funny as hell. His first round against Av is nasty as shit. He's very aggressive with his delivery as well. And confident. Very assertive. He got flow. Builds it like his intensity builds up. through his verses. He's he got a tone that like shifts as he's rapping to emphasize his points well, which means he's very seasoned. He's got a very great resume. This is good for Lucky. This is really great for Lucky. This is an opportunity to get the, to be like, cool, let's go. It's a really good opportunity. Keeps the audience engaged super hard too, man. He gets it. Don Marino does a lot of personal shit, a lot of direct insults. He referenced Av's like career, and then what did he say? Did he bring up? No, he didn't bring up slavery. It was something that he was just like very cutting about. Yeah, he does that very well. Man, he does a lot of sports shit. He does a lot of sports shit. He does. And that's fucking cool, man. I mean, draw your analogies where you need to. All good. He's got a lot of authenticity with it, because he'll weave in like his personal life, like I said at the beginning, like the cultural references, and so that's something that he leans into, and it can be a big factor into how people like will look at a battle and his opposition, and be like, yeah, man, this, again, that empathetic view from that. So let's break it down a little further. I'm going to start with this time with Don Marino. He is very, very good, as we mentioned, about like wordplay and punchlines, always flipping the fucking script. And then he's got like I said, the cultural references, he weaves those in, and then personal stories that make his lines like, or his verses like hit harder. And then the humor part, he knows how to fucking keep the crowd like in his hands, while still punching. And but here's the thing though, like if he leans too much into like jokes, it will take away his serious shit. Like if he just stays joking, it'll just take away from all the big references he's doing. He's got experience, he's got confidence. He's got a lot of hunger to be out here in Salt Lake and perform for the first time out here. He's got a really dope presence. He knows how to engage with the crowd, man. He's going to need all that though, because Lucky has a lot of raw energy and very aggressive. Lucky's delivery is fucking relentless, bro. His performance is like when going through his round, like it's very intricate and very detailed and very calculated. And then delivering a hard hit, while going like doom, like painting shit, It uses his hands a lot. Keeps the audience attention for sure. He cannot there's no way that Lucky is like one dimensional, He's not playing around, I'll tell you that. That's what will translate into a fucking, perceived win. Lucky's very adaptable, and that's super key. He switches up his flow, approach, depending on the, who he's fucking in front of. I just, don't underestimate Don Marino, bro. And his, his wit. He's fucking funny, dog. Don Marino does have a unfortunate, I don't know, man. He fucking, he's choked enough to be like, well, he might not spit a second or some shit, So just don't underestimate him. And I know that you recognize what the opportunity is. And so, yeah. Let's see. I'm amazing. You're spot on. All right, I'm caught up. So, so that's what I have for Lucky and Don Marino. I think this is going to be a great battle, man. With how much these two are going to attack different traits that they fucking value a lot. Their strengths, excuse me, Jesus Christ. It's gonna be one that honestly it's a battle of the night written all over it. Av and Don Marino had Battle of the Night written all over it after fucking Don Marino's first round, and then it just kind of declined. And so I just hope that Don stays in the pockets that he needs to, and this will make a classic. So, what's up in the comments? Let me know your predictions here, man. Let's hear them. Okay, so big ups. Lucky Desperado versus Don Marino, dope as shit. Man, I gotta get through this. All right. What's Space say? Oh yeah, this is all the way back. Yeah, me and Josh walked up to Lucky and Martin, and we were like, "That was a fire battle." Lucky and Josh said they wanted to battle, and I told Martin I would battle him. His pen night. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I thought. Lucky 3-0 official Mike Bailey. All right. Yeah. Okay, next up. All right, Stretch and Foet Dev. I mean, we've talked about this shit. I don't even want to talk about it. If I'm being honest, I'm going to get through this one. No, I'm just joking. I had a new appreciation for Foet Dev after the next battle. I actually had Foet Dev winning on the scorecard. I'm going to walk him the fuck down. Yeah. All right. There's a lot of stuff with Stretch that we know that, fucking super funny. He uses it very effectively. Often making light of serious topics. And, the whole fucking against random, the Holocaust, he weaves it, and, it's just like, doesn't give a fuck about, doesn't give a fuck. He's very confident in his delivery about it. So he does that throughout his whole performance. He's very, very in a battle. You don't like see Stretch battle and you're like, oh, he's a newbie at all. He's very, very assertive in his work. He keeps the crowd engaged, and that's a strong suit for him. Like he can win battles just off that alone. And even though like he uses being funny to be effective, it is clever, It is clever as shit. He relies on that humor to make it personal, which is kind of common, but not super big, when he battled random, that's the battle that I referenced for this. He was going at randoms like past performances and shit, like the highest viewed battle or whatever that what did he say? Anyway, it just felt a little bit more like talking to him in personal, and he does that very well. Fucking tall, so like he'll like look down on you or some shit. He's very layered, which touches onto his which is very much a part of his creative writing. So Stretch he's on, this battle is at the place on the card for a reason. Foet Dev, bro, like I said, he won me over, man. I was already a Foet Dev fan, so his performance throughout the Westworld tournament, super dynamic, bro. And it's like super polished, He really got into the two different bags as he got through each round. And then, he the personal content that he brought against Next, the themes of, like when he was talking to Next about loyalty, that's the battle that I used for this one. The brotherhood, remember? And like you weren't doing all that drug dealing, He was pulling cards, bro, and also went into like some complex shit. Like he is doing that now, even in spaces. If you've heard Dev in the spaces even recently, dog, this motherfucker's rapping. He is leveled up, and it shows. He's confident about it. He's like, he'll build up a narrative like around like with his experiences, and then craft like a storyline for it. He's really good at that. Having said all that, the reason why I chose the next battle is because of the impact of the choke. Despite how fucking strong that performance was, you should have just called time. Just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. That third round was super impactful. And I haven't seen Dev, get off kilter like that. So if that's something that might happen, yeah. Make no mistake that Stretch wins that then, Well, let's not get carried away. But that's something that this is like not like him choking is a factor in this battle because it's most recent. So that's what I say. Stretch, let's break it down a little bit and just go into it. So Stretch has like the wordplay that we were talking about, very slick, very cool with his flow. The humor mixed in. Again, one of those guys that'll have you, excuse me, have you laugh in 1 second and then think in the next, like, fucking, did he just say that? The fucking Holocaust thing, man. Again, challenge. He moves around the stage so easily and effortlessly. He is very comfortable battling. It's dope. It's dope. And that's what pros do, man. So he does very well. He's not fucking shy up there, all that. He knows how to engage with the fans. That's fucking crucial, as a lot of us know. He gets energy going. He'll talk to the crowd. He does that very well. But then you got Foet Dev, Motherfucker ain't no slouch, dang. With the personal pieces, like the personal like stories that he has, Dev like has this unique perspective that really can really take away any humor that Stretch does and just be like, yo, man, I don't give a fuck about how much you're laughing, dang. Let's get down to the brass tacks. And the crowd empathizes, as they should. His style, though, man, I'm telling you, it's fucking smooth, bro. He's really honed in on, like, catching fucking pockets. He's got a flow that really, like, I don't know, sticks out in your head a little bit. And, yeah, he just does very well. He has a tendency to go, like, peel away the layers of the onion a little bit more than others might. And bring in, like the social commentary piece, like social statuses and stuff like that. That again, that's that authenticity that can completely deflate a joking round. Because what Stretch can do, and this will, take him out of a fucking battle, which is like spit not many bars, just like rappy rap bars. He'll be focused in on like an angle that he used about like that has a comedic approach, and then kind of just stay there. And you're like, yo, man, no, I need you to rap right now. And Dev can do that quick. Having said that, Stretch comes out, hits punchlines, fucking keeps the crowd up. He can do it. But if Foet Dev just focuses on the narrative and, draws from personal struggle and keeps it relatable, we're just going to see a dope battle here. So, Stretch versus Foet Dev. This is my personal favorite battle on the card. Stretch is incredible, and Foet is one of my favorites on the West when he's on Hunt Dog, for real. People sleep on how versatile Dev is too. He's very versatile. What's up, Rooftop News? What's good, bro? All right. Okay, next up, we have Holmzie versus DVOS. Oh my God, I gotta get through this. This is fucking 3 hours, bro. Man, I can't believe you guys have stuck with me. I appreciate y'all enjoying yourselves. This has been fun. Been a good time. All right. I hope so, because if not, then none of this was worth it. All good. Just kidding. All right. So, I just like how much attention is being brought to this battle, man. There's a lot of people very interested in what this does, man. Okay. Let's start with Holmzie. Holmzie's very aggressive, and he has a lot of personal shit. He has an aggressive delivery that will incorporate and be tied into a personal angle. So the battle I used for this one was against Real Deal. And he got personal with Real Deal about like, you know, his credibility and shit. And it's very difficult to do that with Real Deal because of how like legend he is, you know, but he was doing a pretty good job of it. Holmzie's criminally underrated as far as his his creativity and effective writing is concerned. Criminally underrated. When he was flipping like Real and Holmes, and then what was the Call of Duty and the Fresh Prince lines, just added so many layers, bro. And then the Hills Have Eyes. God damn it, dog. That fucking shut the whole room down. How my shit looked like a scary movie. Even the Hills had eyes. Oh, come on, bro. Holmzie, he has a lot of real life struggles. I mean, you know, he was locked up. Just recently got off paper. Shout out to you. In the battle against Real Deal, though, he was touching on mental health and shit, reflecting on, you know, what his own internal struggles were and just putting them into the battle. And he does that really well. And that, again, that empathetic piece that you can draw with the crowd. He's fucking funny, too. Eh? He's sarcastic as shit. And that's something, I anticipate that, you know? That's something that he really does really well. Like, I'm sure he'll crack jokes at DVOS, you know? I mean, it's part of what he does. His multisyllabic game is nasty. He is I'm dare I say master in that, dog. In like rhyme scheming, I mean it creates an added flow, you know? He does very, very well. He putting together a balance between punchlines and like patterns. Man, he really sets himself apart, you know? DVOS, like a lot of his his strengths, he is witty as shit. He's got name flips for days, bro. Creative as fuck with that. I watched this T. Riley battle. Go run that up on Black Ice Cartel. Dope battle. Flip T. Riley's name fucking 1,800 times, man. And that's a big highlight of like his funny factor and like, yeah. So I know that Holmzie's gonna get some. I don't know, but yeah. DVOS set a tone, man. He was he is aggressive, and can lean into personal angles. He hit the official, you know. When he was mocking T. Riley for not taking the opportunities and shit. It was it's facts, eh? Yeah, I mean, it looked like T. Riley was getting like, oh fuck, hey, shut the fuck up. How do you get personal with somebody you don't even know? That's crazy, and like have them be affected by it. It's a great job. Disrespectful and funny at the same time. So like incorporating like being a funny asshole. You know, he does that very well because there's a point where I would imagine for DVOS that he's got to like stand his ground because like people will look at him and be like, oh, what the fuck, this guy, you know? So he's like, fuck you. In the first round of that, he's comes out swinging. Shit, he came out swinging with his fucking intro, you know? Yeah. He is, he's just really good at that, man. He's just very, very good with being disrespectful, dog. Which is entertaining and biting. He got punchlines, metaphors. DVOS, he makes heavy use of metaphors, similes. What do you say? You compared your performance to Michael Jordan's return. What I write here, I mean, you emphasize like dominance in a battle, you know, but like the key thing that you are very clever in is like your creative writing. It's just very effective. You were beating the shit out of fucking T. Riley and his like accomplishments and shit, which is very direct, man. Very direct. You stay in that lane, you know? So let's break down this battle. Let's start with Holmzie. Again, Holmzie is one of those guys that understands that battle rap isn't just about what you say. It's how you say it. And then as you're saying it, how you connect with the crowd, you know, and how you end up painting those pictures. Like that Hills Have Eyes line, that was perfect pacing. It was just great. Every single round, he's just very good. Very good. He was winning battle of the night, to be honest with you, until, you know, Quest took that. Holmzie's a very good storyteller. which will garner a lot of attention and can totally take away from what DeVos is trying to do with being disrespectful. It could completely deflate that. It could completely be like, oh, why are you being such an asshole? Like, doesn't matter. He got setups that turn into haymakers. And then, angles that can really fucking shift momentum. People sleep on Holmzie's angles. Oh, man, when Holmzie battled Marv, this shit was nasty. He had a Detroit scheme that was the 8 Mile shit. Yeah, he's really angled he has a proclivity to go into those angles. He's also able to like tap into like what I'm sure he'll talk about weaknesses that DeVos has, and I don't even know what those are, and make it a whole damn narrative and do the storytelling thing. He's like really, really good at making people feel like like DeVos is, in this particular case, DeVos' whole story in like a round. He'll dissect and all that shit, So that's like something that DeVos is going to have to deal with, And with how comfortable he is in a room, it's dangerous, man. Having said all that, DeVos, this man's a whole different beast. That asshole energy really fucking can sway a whole battle. Rapid fire delivery, He has against the patterns and schemes you were getting into, like you were having to stop just because the crowd was, I felt you wanting to fucking go off, bro. It is kind of on another level, bro. And this is a great battle for you to be able to show that. And so I'm very, very excited for you. Your whole approach is about control, You like to be... It's very evident that you like to be on the front foot of shit, So when you introduced yourself, you were louder than, you were like, nah, I'm going to control this, you just like to be on the front foot of it, That's what I would say. And it works. It works. You stay pretty comfortably like in the front. And then you, again, rapid fire punch after punch. Your technicality is really good. Like I said, rhyme patterns are super tight, and man, you have a very high energy, and that it could very well take a whole crowd. So when DeVos, this is what I looked at. When DeVos gets in the zone, he's relentless and like doesn't give a shit. He's not trying to just like out bar. He's trying to like really break your soul, and then he's trying to show that, like I said, front foot shit. He's like the alpha. I don't know if that's going to work entirely. And I don't know if that's even the approach that you're taking. And maybe that's only what you did against T. Riley. But if Holmzie not ready for that type of intensity, it may sway the battle. Holmzie also needs to make sure, from my perspective, that he's got to be on his A game, like as far as like his angles are concerned. Got to slow you down. Got to slow DeVos down, for sure. The one thing that I proceed with aggression is that it can work against you if your opponent is able to control like the narrative that you're like so aggressive, just like controlling what you're giving off. And Holmzie has a way of making it look like he's not just battling you, but breaking you entirely fucking down. So that's what I think is like a key to victory, is like expose vulnerabilities, and that could be a big key. It's all about balance in this one. I think that this is going to be a little bit more closer than people think. And yeah, I'm very, very excited for this battle. And proud of you, DeVos. Very happy to see Holmzie come out here as a new member of Mike Masters on the roster.
He's on fire!
Holmzie versus DeVos. Give it up. All right. So, Lucky, this is my personal favorite. Oh, no, we're done with that one. All right. DeVos got to fight. DeVos got to fight Holmzie on fire right now. Two really underrated anglers and punchers, too. DeVos has a ridiculous pen and also really good at angling. This should be crazy, yeah. DeVos T. Riley battle was nasty work. Nasty. But Holmzie on a level of his own. That's right. Holmzie 2-1. Holmzie 2-1 there from Mike Bailey. And then Lucky MMA. All right. Moving on to the... Come on, bro. Championship time, baby. It is a championship time. I'm not going to... I won't mince words on this. So we're gonna do this just the same way we did every single other battle. But that doesn't mean I'm excited as fuck for this. Talking about the crown, baby. All right. So for Dumb Luck's battle, or the attributes that I was taking away from, I was looking at his battle against Lefty, which is one of his underrated performances. Dumb Luck is very aggressive, and it still communicates today. Like, these are parallels. Very aggressive, sharp, very sharp, tight. Likes to combine his wittiness, like humor, and puts his punchlines in a way to critique like his op. Either whether it's like their skills or like their reputation. He's got a really strong command, bro. Like, when he's in there, he's just very... I've said this before. He just got a lot of energy, and like he can command a whole stage. He uses a lot of... he even did this against Spades, like a lot of personal stuff, reflecting on like his own struggle. And I think that, if I was listening to his stuff, I don't know. I think leaning into like his skill, his technical skill, he has a chance to develop into a battler that has like that flow, that expected flow, like we do with Big K, And I'm not saying that they're alike. What I'm saying is that Dumb Luck has a very good flow. He's very polished, a veteran for real. He has confidence. He'll fucking, like I said, dominate. He maintains that throughout the whole fucking battle, dog. Kind of positions himself even on the fucking stage as like superior and shit, And he is super skilled, bro. And some of the emotional pockets that he hits onto, and the life experiences, they really resonate with the audience. So those are places where I think that Dumb Luck really does well in. The personal references and like the he was in Sugar House shit. I wouldn't even fucking talk about that anymore if I was him. I'd just lean away from it. And then you got Mike Bailey. Like I went off the Jay Villain battle, because he was just one of the more impressive showings. Very aggressive, strategic. His angles were very strategic. Attack Jay Villain with like different insults, from different angles. Leaned into exposing Jay Villain's or like early weaknesses. Damn, Mike was going back to back with punches. So, and he's been doing that the whole tournament. Just consistent punches, consistent wordplay throughout the whole thing. He had very good control of the pace and you hold on, the wordplay and the punchlines. I think that if Mike leans into that, that's it. I mean, that's not a bad place to lean into. You'll be doing yourself a favor. Your performance has gone up significantly. The pacing has gone up significantly in that battle. At least, you had full control over the pace of your delivery outside of the third round a little bit. You still managed to emphasize on your real life experiences, because we all, understand that there's an authenticity there, and you're able to bring that to the table and be clever about it. Keep doing it. It's important to be authentically you. And this fucking championship battle, guys, is going to be very, very important to lean into what you're really, really good at. I was surprised with your way to I don't know, you were able to adapt like mid battle with fucking Jay in that one. And you did it also with Josh Matter as far as like you can tell. I don't know if when you're like looking for either to like freestyle potentially or like kind of going for another line, you adapt so damn good every single time. It honestly can give you an edge in a fucking match, if I'm being totally honest. So I'd lean into that shit. Guys, we're talking about the fucking chain. 14 MCs, okay? We started out with 14, and now we're down to 2. These 2 earned their way here. And they stand now as the headline event at Mountain West Showdown 7. Give it fucking up. These guys deserve it, man. Also, I said this shit. Mark my words. Trust me. This is not just a battle. You know, this will have a lot more impact. The initial win back when we're back. Come on, man. Who's gonna really want to take it, man? Who's taking it home? You know. Again, we got Dumb Luck, veteran of the scene. I mean, you know, champion. When he's in the fucking ring, you know he's not just spitting, bro. He's talking to you. Man, you know how we've been running that bar against Spades that till I stood up and blocked it. Man, that shit was fucking a soul talking ass shit, dog. Dumb Luck is like, I don't, you know, he's such a nice guy that you wouldn't think that he's like synonymous with aggression. But he has been battling for a long time, and he likes it. So when Dumb Luck steps in, you know, you're going to get humor, hard-hitting bars, you know, and some honest fucking artist skills all in one. He really does have like that I'm better than you, and I'm going to make sure, like, he has that old school mentality. I'm just better than you. And I'm going to make sure that the crowd knows it. That's the type of energy he's on. When Dumb Luck is on, it's like a fucking statement. And he's really just like in there to fucking win, man. And he consistently wins. But then you got Mike Bailey, who's been consistently winning. Smooth, fucking calculated, intricate, bar heavy. Mike has made a name off like next level wordplay. Homie can fucking scheme for days, dog. He's got that charisma too, dog. That kind of shit that keeps you locked in, you know? You think that he's done, and then nope. You know? He hits another fucking crazy angle or some shit. I don't know. Mike is really in a good bag, man. It's just he's doing very well. He's been throwing the fucking he's like a bull in a china shop right now, man. He's got crowd control, delivery, versatility, the whole thing. He's just doing very, very well. With the matchup, what makes, like, in my opinion, what makes this final like so fucking fire is honestly the difference in styles, the contrast. Dumb Luck's all about raw power. He's like, you know, Paul Bunyan shit. Bringing soul, like talking to someone fucking type of shit, you know, that could like deflate an entire round from someone because you're like, damn, he took the air out of the room. Just zero mercy, dog. No restraint. He's got that ability for real to turn the crowd in his favor off of just fucking rapping better than you. Saying that, Mike Bailey's fucking super like, I think he's a gamer. Mike Bailey is very much a gamer. And it's shown that he has been in very high level battles, and that's not saying that he doesn't think that this is a high level battle. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that he has been under pressure, and I do think that Mike's a little, you know, he's more cerebral than we give him credit for. And that's for damn sure. He's very tactical. He'll pick you. He picks his opponents apart piece by piece. And I'm trying to draw an analogy in my head, like. and then he'll build like something wild out of the rubble, you know? Mike takes this shit like a chess game to some degree. So I don't know. It feels weird with Mike. Like he feels like you can see him. Well, he talks about it. You know, he's damn near thinking like 3 to 5 moves ahead, even in life. He has that capacity to really adjust, man. So that's why that makes this much more interesting. So who's it going to be? Who do you got? Who do you got? This battle's great. Facts. For real. Congrats, Mark Baker. He almost let Dumb Luck beat him round 1. Okay. All right. What I'm just looking forward to is an incredible night. Crowning a winner in a week after, and just seeing what comes through for the rest of the year, man. So that is Mountain West Showdown 7, the official recap. Guys, the energy is going to be electric. The championship is for fucking all of it. Legacy and shit, respect. For real, you don't want to miss this event, man. You just don't want to miss it. Tickets on UtahRapper.com. Everything is at our on our Instagram and the campsite. Championship level fucking battles all around for real. Even when we started with Slix Ghost and A Game, I anticipate that battle is going to be fucking dope as hell. There's going to be so many different reactions. I'm just so excited, bro. Shout out to Hoodie Jer. Shout out to all of our sponsors. We're so fucking grateful. And if you are still interested in sponsoring, please reach out to us at MikeMasters801 on everything, or MikeMasters801@gmail.com. My name is Gabino Grhymes. This is the official preview show for Mountain West Showdown 7. Stay tuned down this week for more information pertaining to the Faceoff. Shout out to Lab Junkies for having us over there. And for further information, remember that, we kept it open for $20 till fucking Monday. I told the story earlier. I'm not going to tell it again, but we just saw it fit. So great on that. Get your discount tickets. It goes to $30 on Monday, though, for sure. And then there'll be $40 at the door. Pay-per-view is $20. $10 will go to your favorite battler that you support. Just click their name on the drop-down menu. And, yeah, Pat Main should be back next week, and we're going to keep it moving. I'll develop COVID right before pause. Damn, dog. Okay, y'all, I appreciate you. I hope you appreciated this. We're out, man. Mike Masters Alliance, October 19th. It's going down. Mountain West Showdown 7. Peace.